Okay, before we get into the last part, presumably, of this game, because we're only got a trial left, I believe, so we should be able to do that and finish that today. And then I can start working on Dragon Quest stuff, because that will be the next game in the first place. A few updates to make. So, I was planning to stream yesterday, but by the time that I had everything like ready to go and set up, PlayStation Network was down, and it was down for like 5 hours, and by the time the PlayStation Network was back up again, it was up for only an hour, and then it was a bit iffy, and then it went back to basically normal for a good amount of time, and by that time I was already probably out of the point where I was going to stream in the first place. So, no stream yesterday because of that. PlayStation Network seems like it's better now, and even if I did get to stream it, we would have been shut off like immediately, like after a couple of hours, if that, because PlayStation Network would have just turned the entire thing off. Everything went down. Remote play, a lot of the apps couldn't load up friends list messages, trophy lists couldn't load up, which would have meant that I would have had glitched trophies potentially, which I don't want to deal with any of those. It's all good, Panda. Thank you for stopping in. That you have some good talks in your Discord call. I'm just going over yesterday with a few things. Unfortunately, like with the PlayStation Network stuff. Also, I should mention, the day before that, after I'd finished streaming, I was helping out some stuff with OBS and figuring out that, and I found myself with a lot of time working on some other things, namely, haven't started on the emotes, I'm working on the sub badges. Most of the channel point stuff is done and ready to go. I will be editing some of them perhaps with some sound alerts, but I've added in a couple of commands to let people know when the ads are coming on. Hopefully it's timed correctly, and also I've also added in some extra channel point stuff. So everybody can now see in the what is it called, at the very, very top of your channel point rewards, I have 3 community goals. I couldn't set more of them, I could only set 3, so I figured, hey, let's just set 3. So, next game is going to be Dragon Quest XI, and I know that it's going to take me forever to get through, but because I now am in a position where I can start picking and choosing some games, I figured, let's give the community something to spend. Let's give the community something to spend, so you can see on the thing that if you want me to play a certain game and wait for it, you can start using your channel points. Currently we have 3 games up for choice. Reserve Revelations 2, H70 Investigations Collection, which is the 2 Miles Edgeworth games, which we have up to this one. I'm assuming that by the time this video was finished and by the time I finish my Dragon Quest playthrough, I should have the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. So, everyone can start spending their channel points on those to vote for the next game. Now, I will, in some cases, which is obviously happened in Dragon Quest XI, I will be playing that sooner than everything else because of an offer that somebody else made that I was following. So I will gladly take them up on the offer, and I'm looking forward to it. So instead of waiting for Dragon Quest HD 2D remakes to come out, we'll play Dragon Quest XI at their request. So I can be bought for a price if there is a specific game that I can play that I haven't played on stream before, or think if it's something. So that's what I was trying to get off my chest. But yeah, you can now spend channel points on Resident Evil Revelations 2, H70 Investigations Collection, or Tomb Raider 3 Remastered. Once one of them wins, what I'll do is I'll cancel all the rewards because I only play one game at a time anyway. And also that means that I can refund the points, because when you cancel the community goal and the points have been enabled to it, the points go back to the... it's either going to be the points go back to whoever spent them, or I can keep them up and then add in a new game, potentially. to see what we're going to play from that point. But I'm thinking the best option will probably be remove all of them, give you all your points back, and then pick another 3 goals, because by the time we finish the game, there could be new games to play. By the time that happens, there could be a few other things as well. I just think this would be a good point to start in terms of that. So you do have those. So Dragon Quest XI's next game. After this, Resident Evil Revelations, Assassin's Creed, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, or Tomb Raider Remastered will be the choices that you have for the next game after this, unless something else comes up. And for now, because again, I have no space at the moment, and it just depends on what's available and how much space is. It could change. I don't know. But that is how it is for now. I wanted to add it in from this point because I figured, well, I haven't got any new games yet, and stuff's coming out in October, and I have to wait anyway, and yeah, I don't know. We'll just do this. I just decided to do that. Also, I added in a bunch more rewards for a couple of things, and some pictures, so they're a little bit easier to figure out, but I think that's about it. I believe that's about it. So, I just use that anyway, but, yeah, I'm still testing out these, automated messages from Nightbot and stuff. I will change them because, if it's too rapid, because I don't want to spam the chat constantly, but that's basically it. That's basically it. So, next game's gonna be Dragon Quest, and I figured, at the moment, these are the games that I have access to. I don't know how long Dragon Quest is going to take. It could take me a long time. It could take me shorter than normal. So I just figured, instead of just waiting until we finish Dragon Quest, I'll just put up the polls now. They last like a month, which is a good amount of time. And once that game's been selected, I will play that game. And then while we're playing that game, I will have the next one going based on what games I have available going forward for that. So obviously, October's going to be a busy month. We've got Metaphor Fantasia, we've got Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, we've got Black Ops 6. It all just depends on what I can fit on, and also I want to make sure that my choices work for those. So, that is basically what is going on with... that's basically what's going on with my stuff. Thank you for the luck, Cupid. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I will have a great stream. This will probably be the end of the game today. And we'll be playing our very first Dragon Quest title next. I've never played a Dragon Quest title before, so I will enjoy that quite a bit. Same with Dragon Quest 11. Also, hope that you are enjoying Persona 5 Royal. I love that game so much, my favorite game of all time. I will never not love Persona 5. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but I think I'm getting my point across. Chat stuff's been updated. Ad stuff's been updated. And channel points have been updated, and also community goals have been updated. So that's what we're gonna do. Dragon Quest is the next game. If we finish it within the month, whatever. Next 3 games will be selected, which is on there. And then after that's happened, once that game's been selected, I will remove all of them from the poll, because we've met the goal already. You'll get your channel points back. And then, once we have finished Dragon Quest, once we've finished the game that we polled for, or the game that somebody purchased, you know, or whatever, I'll make another set of goals that will be different, according to what I already have access to. So, that's what I'm going to try and get at my chest. I think that's about it. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I feel like I'm rambling, but that's basically what I want to say. PSM was down yesterday. That was fixed. New community goals. Vote for our next game. You have a month to do so. You can use channel points for those. I believe in 250 or 2,000 point increments. First game that gets there is the one that we'll play after Dragon Quest, unless I get bored out again. Or, and then once that game's been selected, I'll give everyone their channel points back that voted for the other titles. And then once we start on whatever game we're playing next, I'll have another set of 3 titles. that we can choose from, and that will be the next game, because it will update because of October. And there's just a lot of stuff coming in October, so I think that's about all I wanted to say. I think we should get started. Last case of the game. So let us get on with this. Let us just get on with this, I think. So yeah, just bear in mind your channel points, add stuff and things are appearing in the chat now. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'm making a mistake, but it should be okay. We can figure it out. Let's just get right into things. Alright. Yeah. So we'll finish the game today, and then we'll go ahead and I've already started looking into Dragon Quest. It should be okay with my updates. Yeah, new channel point rewards, updated pictures. I'm working on the sub badges and emotes, and mainly the community goal thing just being the next 3 games are selected. Unless someone buys me out again, those we play next. Once it gets voted on, I'll give you your points back once it's been cashed in for the ones that didn't get in. And then I will select another list of 3 games. Some might be the same, some might be different. It just depends on what everyone would like to see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't need to do that thing again, at least. So, I saw Miss Ellen and Bloomsbury collapsed. Master Soren writing in his notebook. Sorry. Master Soren said to me, "I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Helen." But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hit the body. Wait a second. What Mr. Sparkle was writing in his notebook at the time? Could it be? It was meant to be a confession. An admission he killed Gloomsbury himself? I went like 10 minutes through the entire explanation of everything, but hey, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in the last couple of days. You wrote that message to take the blame for Miss White. The other thing I'm not sure of is I could only set the community goals to 30 days. That's the issue. I don't know why it's like that. I couldn't set it to be any longer. So if what happens is if it runs out after 30 days, I will tally up in my... I will write down the tally that it reached after... There's also Pokemon in chat now as well. I will write up the tally of how many points each one accrued, restart the challenges again, and then once we get to... Once I reach 100,000, I will then just let everyone know, hey, the next game's been settled, don't put your channel points into the thing anymore, save them, because we've picked the next game. I will probably have to do that as well, because I couldn't set it to be like a really long thing. That is correct. Master Soren did hit Bloomsbury, the timekeeper, to save Miss Ellen. And Mr. Sparkle was the culprit after all. However, that blow did not kill Bloomsbury. That makes sense. Mr. Sparkle's injury wasn't allowing to put much force into it. Enraged, Bloomsbury tried to attack Master Soren, who was already seriously wounded. But just in the nick of time, Miss Ellen hit Bloomsbury from behind. And finished him off, it would seem. So the one who inflicted the fatal blow was the defendant. Yes, that is correct. But Master Soren tried to take all of the blame onto himself. No way! This is pretty bad, Nick. No kidding. Pretty bad is an understatement. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems your decision to call for Mr. Nicody has backfired. For the true culprit behind this case remains the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. Does it get any worse? Pierce was involved in the cover-up plot. I bet he still has something to hide. Why tore out the page? Alright, we press everything first, because obviously we get additional information, so we go... Hold it! Wait a minute. I thought you went to the Vista deck with Mr. Sprocket. Actually, that is not true. What? What did you mean? I found this out afterward, but Master Soren went to the Vista deck alone. He went out the escape hatch in the reception hall and went along the outside wall. What? Can't be serious. You mean Mr. Wright? Adult-pated guess was actually correct. What's with the adult-pated? Spoiled truth really is stranger than fiction. So, Mr. Nakodi, when you got to the scene, you saw Mr. Gloomsbury, Miss Wyatt, and Mr. Sprocket. Is that right? That is exactly right.
Hold it!
So when you and your group arrived at the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed. That is correct. Bloomsbury had already been struck. Miss Ellen had lost consciousness, probably from the shock of the incident. How did Mr. Sprocket appear? He was bleeding from the stab wound he'd received from Bloomsbury. Barely conscious, he was writing something in his notebook. So the mysterious third person Ellen saw was Soren then. Really was Soren then. Yeah, I'll probably stick to this case until we finish it. I think the amount of time we have, I should be able to finish the game, I think. Considering we've already, like, this is the last bit of the trial, I believe. So Mr. Sprocket wrote a note of confession in order to take the blame for Miss White. I keep promising that, though. That's the one thing. I've promised that this will be the last part, but we keep just running out of time. That notebook is the only form of memory Master Soren has. So you understand what his action meant, I trust? What did it mean, Nick? Soren, everything in that notebook is true. So Soren tried to take the blame, by altering his own memory to make himself think he did it. Master Soren truly loves Miss Ellen. It must have been love that made him do that.
Hold it!
Mr. Nakodi, could you please tell this court about that in more detail? That you say? Which part do you mean by, do you mean Mr. Wright? Could you be more specific? Alright. What part do I want to know more about? I'm guessing this has to be the one we have to press then. Hiding the body. You know what? Please tell me more about the hiding of the body. Very well. After saying he would take the blame, Master Soren passed out. That's when I hid the body. Quickly took the lift down to the hold. There he Bloomsbury's still-warm body in the spare Pega Bull lantern. So it was you who hid the body, not the defendant. Do you think Mr. Butts would move the lantern containing the body to the reception hall? Well, I did not see that coming. I don't blame you. Not even Larry can predict what Larry will do next. Maybe I should take another look at the lantern in evidence. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement after the witness's testimony? Yes. Usually we want to do that? Yes, please. Well, please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Nakodi. It's all good, Panda. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. I'll be here for again. I'm gonna probably be here until the case is finished. I think the game's falling apart. Oh, are you trying to... What are you playing, by the way? I don't know. Okay, that actually... Oh, Jackbox. Yeah, that's the... I just realized that's gonna come every... Oh, that comes every, like, half an hour, I guess. Never mind. It's all good. Take your time, like... I'll be here for as long as possible. If you're saying it's falling apart, then yeah, that's a little complicated. I mean, I don't think that my first Jackbox stream is going to be too great, but hey, if I can get regularly into it, I'll make sure it's better. But yeah, like it is a plan. Like I've been getting a lot of other things sorted out, but. I mean, I might actually be editing the damn stream while I'm playing Jackbox, just because it's not as, I can do stuff while I'm doing it. So do I mean, that is the plan. That the plan is going to be every Monday. So every Monday for me, Sunday for everyone else. I will try and do a weekly Jackbox stream because I want to do that with some community members because I see a lot of regulars. Like again, you're a regular viewer. There's like a bunch of people. I would love to do that because I don't have very much like voice-to-voice communication with anyone. So it's like that's why I think a Jackbox, good community like thing, get to know some people, have some fun, do all sorts of things like that. That's kind of like the plan. Again, it might be a little bit iffy, but we'll I'll try and like figure something out. And that's also the first couple of streams might be a little bit complicated, but once I'm settled in, it should be good. It's like today, for example, like no PSN outage. Channel point stuff is all good and working. Stuff with the ads and the automated messages is working. So I'm happy with how everything's going for today. So I told you yesterday it was to make it as though the murder never happened. Thanks to Mr. Bots, things did not turn out as planned. Holding the second wedding reception wasn't Mr. Sprocket's idea. Yours, wasn't it? It was all for Master Soren's sake and Sprocket Aviation. If I am accused of a crime for trying to cover up the incident, I shall accept it willingly. Also, thank you for reaching out yesterday, Panda. I feel better than I did. I feel better now than I was a couple of days ago, but it should be all fine. Talking about the cover-up after the incident, huh? Right, that's information only somebody who was actually involved could know. So it might be a really important piece of testimony. Looks so too. I'll really have to tread carefully here. I rush to the Vista deck. Oh, never mind. Present the red lantern proof here.
Objection!
Could it be? Is that what happened? If what I'm thinking is true, then maybe I can prove neither Alan nor Soren did the deed. Mr. Cody, you said the body was still warm when you hit it, right? So then, what if Mr. Gloomsbury was still alive when you went to put his body inside the lantern? What? That's preposterous. Actually, this shows that the victim might have still been alive while inside the lantern. I'm afraid you'll have to point out which part you're talking about, Mr. Wright. This part here shows that the victim might have still been alive inside the lantern. It would be the wheel, because again, remember the wheels were swapped around, and this wheel has blood on it, so... Okay, the automated ad messages are working every so often as well, that's good to see.
Take that!
Hopefully it's not like too invasive, but I am trying to, I've got like 3 different bots. I've got Nightbot, Seribot, and Moobot all working. Then I got the community game working. I got sound alerts that I'm working on. I got stream elements that I have to, yeah, so okay, that's incorrect, the ad stuff. Okay, the ad thing's inaccurate, so I need to fix up how that's, there's blood here on the wheel handle.
Objection!
They must have gotten there when the witness the body inside the lantern. For some reason, that's on until late. It should be 30 minutes, not 20. In no way shows that the victim drew his last breath while he was within the thing. Okay, yeah, I'm noticing now that there's a lot of spam. Maybe I need to... Although they're all coming around at the same time, yeah. I need to time things better, I think, or make them a lot longer. Because I think the bots are bouncing off of each other and counting as, the bots are bouncing off of each other and counting them as lines and users, whereas I don't want them to. Disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. For you see, in this lantern, in pulling this lantern back together, like, I'll really need to see how the chat works once the auto messages work, once I have, like, more active, viewers and stuff, because if there's like constant spam of them, I need to make it so it happens way less. Otherwise it's just gonna be a bunch of bot messages and I get lost with everything else. In other words, the wheel handles got swapped. Oh my, so they got swapped? Yes, they got swapped. That's ridiculous. Like, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with the stuff with the channel points and the stuff with these things. I wanted to make sure it timed it so that if anyone knew about the ads, it was like while I wasn't talking. But, timed messages are hard if I've never tested them before on a stream, so I might have an idea of how to fix some of them. It's all going to depend on when my chat is active. Like, if I have multiple people talking at once and it keeps spamming Nightbot messages, I need to change it so it's less lines and also, like, I don't know how emotes are going to affect it as well. Otherwise, I might just disable some of them. Like, the ad one might not be important. I wanted to have one that would play so that when the ads came finished, that everyone could be like, welcome back from ads, and just be like, what, you know, like a message, you know? It's quite obvious the wheel handles would attach backwards. But this is like my first stream testing all these things, so... The detective in charge of the restoration will see me in my office later. Sorry, Emma. Good luck. In that case, what does the bloodstain on the wheel handle mean? Bloodstain didn't get there by chance. When the victim was put inside the lantern, he was only unconscious, not dead. When he regained consciousness, he probably tried to get out of the lantern. So he grasped the inner wheel handle, and that's when the blood got on it. This proves that the victim was still alive when he was inside the lantern. At the time, I was convinced Bloomsbury was dead. But I checked more carefully. He might have survived. Unfortunate to be sure, but not significant enough to change this trial's outcome. Again, I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually has a very significant impact on this case. The victim was struck by the defendant and died from his injuries sometime later. That's the other thing as well. I gotta remember that I can snooze the ads, which means that it's gonna make the messages get late. You know what? I think I might just get rid of the ad notifications because then they're gonna play in the wrong spot. There's nothing more to it.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong. Let's take another look at Mr. Gloomsbury's autopsy report, shall we? Because there's just too many bots putting in automated messages in the first place. Also, Wild Sudabudo in chat for anybody who would like one. Please focus on the description of his injuries. It says one contusion was found in the back of the head, and one on the side. Yes, the one Mr. Sprocket gave him, and the one Miss Wright delivered to finish him off. No, the defense would like to submit a different interpretation. A different interpretation? The victim was knocked unconscious by the first blow and then put into the lantern. Then, what about the lethal blow by the defendant that the witness talked about? Yes, well, that didn't happen. After some time, when the victim regained consciousness and tried to get out of the lantern, that's when he received the second blow that finished him off. Taking into account the fact that the victim was alive for a period of time after the first hit, and that he did receive a second blow to the head, it does seem entirely possible. Yes, as long as the first blow didn't kill the victim instantly, then there's a possibility that someone other than Mr. Sprocket or Miss White delivered the fatal blow.
Objection!
That's all you've got. Even if there was a time lag between the two blows, the prosecution's position doesn't change. What do you mean? It's elementary, Mr. Wright. After the reception. Yeah, you were just like a second or two late on that one, Panda. The defendant was cleaning up the reception hall. The victim, who was supposed to be dead, suddenly came out of the lantern. I was thinking about adding a sound effect for Pokemon. I mean, I already tell people, like, hey, like, there's a Pokemon in chat, but if I made a sound alert, because I believe Loki in chat a few days ago mentioned there's a way you can make it so that the Pokecatch, you know, when a Pokemon spawns, I can make it so that the actual message, like, maybe lets out a sound. So I'm thinking maybe I can, like, maybe I'll do a thing where it's like, a sound alert when the Pokemon like thing, and it says like, "Who's that Pokemon?" or something, and so that way, if someone misses it, it can be like, "Oh, there's like a, where's that coming from?" And it's like it's because there's an alert for the Pokemon being injured. The defendant grabbed the murder weapon, which was right there, and finished him off. That story sounds awfully familiar. Of course it does, Your Honor, because it's exactly what I proposed at the very start. I think there might be a way to tie it so that if the Pokemon community game spawns a Pokemon, you can have it make a sound. That would be kind of cool. The second blow was inflicted by the defendant, after all. I see. It seems the tangle of mysteries has unraveled into a single thread.
Objection!
But as long as there's a possibility that the fatal blow is delivered by a third person, then we must continue the deliberations. Give it up, Mr. Wright. Unless you have something to prove the presence of your precious third person. Okay, Nick, just relax. You can do this. Come on now. Take some deep breaths. Good idea. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. There, don't you feel better already? I was right. I should calm down, get my focus back, and go over everything again. And then, hopefully, I'll be able to find something to prove there was a third person. Let's see. First, why did Gloomsbury attack Alan? Because he was tired of taking the blame for the accident? Something about that line of reasoning just doesn't feel right to me. No? How come? Well, if it's just a personal vendetta, he had already stabbed someone. So why then was he so determined to go after Alan? You're right. This whole thing feels too meditated for a crime of passion. Gloomsbury didn't seem to have a personal grudge against Alan. If Gloomsbury didn't have a personal reason to attack Alan, then... You've taken long enough, Mr. Wright. Now it's time for some action. What proof do you have that a third person was involved? Alright, I'll show you. Not completely sure of what I'm doing yet, but it looks like I'm out of time. This piece of evidence proves the involvement of the third person. It would have to be the... I was gonna say, would it be the candelabra? No, not the candelabra, This. Yeah, this. I'm thinking it was this because of they're saying about being right-handed, but I think it's left-handed, so... Get it now. Now I see why this thing bothered me so much when I first saw it. Looks like a note outlining the murder plot. That note was apparently written by the victim. Why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Oh no, please take a look at this note. This is the victim's murder plan, right? It's definitely a murder plan, but what if... Mr. Gloomsbury didn't write this notice himself? What? This is how you intend to conjure up some mysterious third party, Mr. Wright? Can you even prove that note wasn't written by the victim? Yes. Yes, I can. Well then, please present your evidence, Mr. Wright. This evidence proves the victim didn't write the note.
Take that!
This is the weapon Mr. Gloomsbury used to stab Mr. Sprocket. I was wondering what you'd pull out this time. Dare I ask what that could possibly have to do with the note? Mr. Gloomsbury's prints were found on this candelabra, and the prints were from his left hand. So, that makes the victim left-handed, correct? Exactly, Your Honor. The police looked into it too and confirmed as much. Now take a look at the smudged writing in this note. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line? Had this been written by a lefty, the writing would be smudged from the far left end. This means that whoever wrote this note was definitely right-handed. Welcome in, Sarada. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I just realized is that gone now? I didn't know that reset. I did not know that reset. I think the leaderboard thing reset. I don't know how to make that permanent. I would like to make that permanent so to show all the gift subs and the bit stuff. I guess it just disappeared for some reason. I just realized that now. Just got home a bit ago. Good news! Good news is PlayStation Network is back. You'll be happy to know PlayStation Network is back up. It took like 5 hours and then it went down. It started for like a good hour and then it went down mixture a little bit and then it's all back up and running now. Also, new community channel point rewards. Obviously my next game's already been chosen by Germany, but I have some channel point redeems for voting on the next game that we play on stream. If we meet the goal for one of those games, then we will play that on stream as the next game after Dragon Quest. So I've got 3 choices in the thing now. So as well as a few other things. Some of those might actually interest you. Or you can save your channel points and make me dress up as a Pikachu. It's up to you. Thank you for the tab though. Thank you for thing. I'll probably be in stream at some point. Hopefully today if I finish the game, but we'll see how it goes. But happy days, all of the I also didn't snooze the ads. I was supposed to snooze them. But it's fine. It's fine. But someone other than Mr. Gloomsbury wrote it, then what does that help me? Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the ladder when he attacked Miss Wyatt. So clearly this note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather... These are instructions to kill Miss Wyatt, issued by somebody else.
Objection!
It wasn't the victim who wrote these so-called instructions. Then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know. He's correct. The majority of the family and their employees who were on the airship are indeed right-handed. I must say that is a very rough and slipshod conjecture you've proposed. Yeah, I was supposed to snooze the ads, but it's okay. I guess I'll just play. We haven't figured out who wrote it just yet. Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular. His culprit ordered Gloomsbury to attack Ellen. What could their motive have been? It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right? Right, not too likely anyway. In that case, it has to be Soren. Be about Soren, sorry. If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about? That accident, I guess. I could understand if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame. But the one who lost the most in that accident was Soren's sister. She lost her life after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by losing somebody so precious to him. Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. Wait, there's one more person? There's someone else who must hold a grudge against Soren. Did you figure something out? Think so. I think if there's somebody else who used Gloomsbury to try and get revenge against Soren. Did you say somebody tried to get revenge against Mr. Sprocket, Mr. Wright? The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was... Soren's father, the family elder, or... I mean... Hang on a second. Right. Selena has a fiance. We don't know who the fiance is. Who is the fiance? Also, I'm noticing that my ad stuff isn't working. I think I might just have to figure out what's wrong, or I'd just get rid of it completely. Like, the ads are playing, but the message about saying welcome back from ads is delayed, so I might have to fix that. Well, I guess it's maybe it's on a slight delay. She has a fiance. We don't know who that is though. So it wouldn't be the family elder. I don't think it was Soren's father. The fiance makes sense. Person used Mr. Gloomsbury to try and get revenge on Mr. Sprocket, and then finished Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him. It was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister, Selena Sprocket's fiance. Not that I'm not positive, but it's certainly possible. His fiancée could have made Gloomsbury attack Alan to get his revenge on Soren. What? Her fiancé? Order in the court! Order, I say! Yes, it does seem quite believable that Miss Selena Sprocket's fiancé would bear a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for his role in the accident. Exactly, Your Honor. Maybe her fiancé was trying to murder Miss Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket experience the same pain he'd felt.
Objection!
Mr. Sprocket's fiancé was a surgeon, if memory serves. But the only people who attended the reception were family and staff members. That may be, but then that just means Miss Sprocket's fiancé must have been among those who attended. What? Really? Of course. Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury? See what you're doing? It's just another giant bluff, isn't it? Right, all right. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be? Yes, I would like to know as well. Are you sure you're gonna be okay, Nick? Maybe. When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list. I need to find something that connects him to Selena. This will help us identify Miss Sprocket's fiancé. The only thing we would have would be the... do we have anything that we can show that has a proof of something? Oh, I just saw it. I just saw it. Look on the desk. On the desk is a compass. On the that compass is being used by who we think it is.
Take that!
Please take a look at this photo, Your Honor. The photo? Notice Miss Sprocket's pocket watch. Haven't we seen it somewhere before? Yes, now that you mention it, I do feel as if I've seen it somewhere before. So what to ask you in the chat for anybody who wants to catch some Pokemon? I believe we've all seen it, right here in this very courtroom. Impossible. That's right, the pocket watch in this photo is the same pocket watch Mr. Nakodi has on him right now. Again, it's always the butler. If Panda was in here, he would probably say the same thing. It's always the butler. Well, if Panda isn't here, but if Panda is hearing me right now, it's yeah. I named the butler after the thing, and obviously this happens to be the case. A strong connection between Pierce Nakodi and Selena Sprocket. No. Oh, Mr. Nakodi, is this true? Mr. Nakodi, you were once engaged to Selena Sprocket. That pocket watch, you keep it as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nakodi, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one. To make him feel the same pain as you. Isn't that right? Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back and knock Mr. Gloomsbury unconscious. He thought Mr. Gloomsbury was dead and hid his body in the lantern. But then you noticed Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness. And so you finished him off to prevent your plan from being exposed. This is the defense's take on what really happened in this murder case. Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse the witness of the murder of Dumas Gloomsbury? Does the defense accuse Mr. Nakodi of the murder? Yes, absolutely. The defense indicts Pierce Nakodi on the charge of murdering Dumas Gloomsbury. Oh my! Mr. Dakota, would you care to respond? Man, this lawyer just yaps on and on and on. As you guessed, this watch is a memento of Selena. It stopped working at the time of the accident, though. Then you really are... Yes, I was Selena's fiancé, and not just her fiancé, but the surgeon beside her deathbed.
Objection!
Mr. McCody, why did you tell me any of this before? Shush, you useless prosecutor. I thought you could be of use, but apparently this case was too much for you. What did you say? If your office hadn't stuck its nose all up in this, I could have swept it under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall under suspicion. That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly. But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had a motive to use the victim and to try and kill Miss Wyatt was you! And the thing exploded on him. Okay. Oh no. What's happening now? It's, oh, he's good. Now he's a surgeon. Oh, yep, he's it's a surgeon now. He's even doing the surgeon's pose. He's even doing the surgeon's pose. Malignant tumors. There are malignant tumors in this courtroom. Legions oozing with false charges. Oh, it even has someone handing him the tumors of one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor. After the truth is revealed, I have the both of you insights from the legal world. I'd like to see you try. The power of the Sprocket family would be a cinch. I will now begin the operation. What in the world happened to Mr. Cody? Looks like he's finally showing his true colors. Nick, look what he did to that shoulder mech. Quit your yapping before I sew your chatty lips shut. It's like he's in a completely different person. Sure looks like it, huh? Can't let our guards down now. Mr. Cody, it's finally time for you to testify. To the truth. Seems we're entering the final act at last. Witness your testimony, please. If we have enough time at the end of this trial, we'll go through some of the bonus features, because it will be the end of the game anyway. And stuff as well, because that's always fun to do. Right to remain silent. Oh, he's just not saying anything. He has no comments. Mr. Cody, why didn't you say anything? Oh, it's a... He just took a picture of me, or something. Or is it an X-ray? Oh, it's an X-ray. You want me to voluntarily testify? Hoping that I would make a slip of the tongue? Not a very impressive plan, or brain I might add. That was uncalled for. If you want to know something, you ask the question. I will answer, but I have no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own. What's he trying to do, Nick? He's using the silent treatment as his strategy to avoid getting tripped up. Clever guy. No more lies, Mr. Nicody. You will tell us nothing but the truth from now on. Yeah, Edgeworth got it with it as well now. What do you think you're doing? No one asked you to speak. Just keep quiet over there and play with your frills. Oh, wow. Wow. Just tell us, just the sass on, the sass to Edgeworth, you know? Just tell it. For some reason I get this feeling like if this guy was voiced by like, I feel like it's like, this is similar to like Sirius Black. Why don't you go and play with your chemistry set? I just imagine that it's like, just go and play with your thrills, Edgeworth. I just get that feeling where it's like, Edgeworth is very much like Snape, And then the other guy is like, why don't you go home and play with your chemistry set? How dare you? Oh, this is a rather unconventional situation, but please proceed, Mr. Wright. I love this game so much. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Cross-examinations. Alright, he's not gonna promise or present anything, so let's just press him. If he won't speak voluntarily, then I guess I'll have to ask him something. What question should I ask? Race of Vickley and Gloomsbury, grudge against Soren, actions related to the crime. You know what, we have 3 presses, we might as well ask him all 3 questions, right? Race of Vickley and Gloomsbury. Isn't it true that when Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness inside the lantern, you murdered him in order to silence him? He was an excellent employee and very loyal to me. Gloomsbury was my right-hand man. I'd suffer the most from losing him. You really think I'd kill a guy like that? That would make sense, only if you were innocent. But since your goal was revenge, you don't really have to care about something like that. But I am innocent, I tell you. Don't try to force your conjectures onto me. Guess with that decisive evidence, I can't pursue this line of questioning any further. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness testimony? Sure, why not? Why not, just add it. Yes, please, Your Honor. Every little bit I can drag out of him helps, right? Plus it gives us more things to press. Gloomsbury was my right-hand man, I'd suffer the most from losing him. So I can press this site now, I guess. What did Mr. Gloomsbury think of Mr. Sprocket? After all, he was forced to take the blame for the accident. He must have been resentful. He got his position as lead servant in exchange for taking the blame. Wasn't exactly a bad deal for him. He must have felt some sort of indignation. Who knows? Now that he's dead, we'll never know for sure. It's pointless to talk about it any further. Alright, dead men tell no tales after all. Yeah, I think we have to just press all these statements. Oh, the stream crashed? That's unfortunate, I'm sorry. Oh wait, never mind. Your end of the stream crashed, but my end is fine, because I'm not seeing any problems. Havoc, welcome in, Havoc. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for stopping in. There were a couple of things that I noticed. I'm trying to remember them all, man. There was 3 of them. Oh yeah, Havoc, Panda and Havoc, you seem to be in everybody's streams. That must be what it is. For the Brotherhood Discord, I believe, we haven't added, I don't think we added Mallow into the affiliate list. You know, for making affiliate. Somebody else, Beans and Mash, also made it to affiliate. And so that means I think the bot needs to be updated so that they appear in the affiliate length list. I think those are the things I remembered. It was Mellow X Mocha made it to affiliate, and also Beans and Mash made it to affiliate. So we need to add them to the and Schlitz made it to affiliate as well. So we need to add them to the yeah. So we, there's a couple of names we just have to add to the list now. I can write them in chat. Hang on a second. I can write them in chat real quick. I believe it's this name. But anyway, I can't remember the exact usernames, but you know them when you see them. There you go. There's the general gist. At least all of them have made it to affiliate, so they'll have to get added to the list, and also, yeah. Oh, that's all good, Havoc. It's all good, yeah. It's all good. Like I understand. Like I have a lot of I share my views with a lot of other people, so it's fine. Like, and again, we are trying to help other people reach affiliate as well, so it's. And also I understand that it, like you have a lot on your plate in terms of managing the Discord and keeping up with what's going on with all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I've got to fix these ad things. I'll fix them up. This is the first room I've had automated Nightbot and thing messages playing, so I can definitely see that there's a problem. There's a problem with the automated things. They're inaccurate, so I'll probably either just remove them or just. Are you invited to the Jackbox? I mean, I don't really have any set invites, but if you're in the stream that day, for sure, we'll definitely be there. Like again, if we can get we need at least 8 people to play Jackbox. Well, you can do it with. When am I doing Jackbox? Next, it would be Sunday for. It's hard to say. It's Monday for me because I'm ahead in time, but it's probably going to be Sunday for everybody else, so, yeah. That's basically the plan. I would preferably like to have at least 8 people playing. You can do it with less, but it's not as fun. My sister's going to be playing. It'll be myself and my sister. Yeah, Sunday will be hard. Oh, hard for you. Okay. I mean, I haven't even organized the time. I kind of just want to start the stream, see how it went, and just see who came up first. But it's just like Monday is easier for me, and I just thought Sunday would be a good thing. It's weird because like my time zone is I would have to either reverse my time zone or I'd have to ask everyone else to reverse theirs. But yeah, it's Oh, what time? I haven't really decided a time yet. I've just decided the actual day. The days are basically every Sunday for. It would be every Sunday for you, Panda, I think, because it's Mondays for me, Sundays for everyone else. That's the easiest way because the time zone stuff is so hard to figure out with like what nighttime is for everyone and stuff. It's a thing. That's why I try to stick to a certain day. And again, I'm not expecting the first couple of streams to be really great, so it's mostly just gonna be like, let's just see who appears. See who appears, see who you know, does stuff. That's just the way that I'm looking at it at the moment. Because once I have a gauge of how active the audience is each week, then I can better plan the streams. And also once the actual layout's set up, it's really fast and easy to set up. And my sister's gonna help out with like how like we can multitask, because like we can basically both work on stuff at the same time instead of having to things. So yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things that's easy to. So like there'll always be at least 2 of us, and then everyone else is this thing. But yeah, Panda and Havoc, I do want to thank you a lot for you know, the help and the support, because obviously it's my sister is gonna be on cam. You missed it, Havoc. I believe you missed the you missed the stream where she made the one cameo appearance on stream and actually said hello to everyone. She's not very she's very camera shy, and maybe I should set a channel point redeem. Oh, I was just like, maybe I should set a channel point redeem, and then I just turned over to her and she just shook her head in no. She was like, no. Yeah. She will not be on camera, but she'll be on voice, so you'll be able to hear her on the stream. You'll be able to hear her squeaky voice.
I gave you that one time.
Yeah, there was that one time, I said that one time, like, it's like, anyone who wants to see her come up on stream, she will appear.
I mean, it's on YouTube.
It's on, I can't remember which stream it was exactly, but it does exist. Send a pic, I don't know if you would want to send a pic.
You can hop on the YouTube channel and find the video.
You'll have to find the video, I'll have to remember which video it was so long ago, I can't remember which video. I just remember that she did make a cameo, but no, she's not gonna be on camp, but she'll be on voice though. But yeah, she's very, I already felt bad that I brought her on camera in the first place because, she didn't really want to, but like, yeah, I guess people just kept demanding it, so I'm like, okay, the one time that she'll appear on cam, like, I didn't even want her to appear, but, I mean, her hand can appear on camera. She usually appears on camera like that, like, yeah. She recognizes, whenever Panda, she told me a couple of days ago, whenever she sees your name and thinks she kind of like, what was it you said it was? It was like you said...
I'm always like, Panda's such a good person.
Yeah.
He's helping everybody.
Yeah, but my sister was like, whenever she sees, Panda in my stream, she was like, oh, you know, I'm just so happy to see it, like, Panda. He's, like, so supportive and stuff.
I'm happy to see everybody in the stream, to be honest.
Like, Havoc and Panda do feel very similar. They're around a lot of streams, they're helping out a lot of people, and they're both regulars in my stream, I would say, as well. So that's kind of nice, too. That we just have like, a bouncing, we bounce around. But, yeah. Guess I'll have to ask him something. We'll ask him about the... second one. He doesn't get a grudge against Mr. Sprocket over the loss of your fiance. Oh, it's like Kung Fu Panda, right? Like you've got the you know, we've got the we've got Kung Fu Panda, we've got Bear style and Panda style, and then they're the twin dragons. Oh no, Panda, it's not forced. It feels very genuine. Like, the both of you are very genuine. That's why I trust it with Mod. Yeah, they are both bears. It's just one of those things. Like, I think that you're both genuine. Like, again, very selfless in the sense of you're more than willing to help a lot of other people out without anything in return, but when you do get something in return, you're also very, hey, look, you fight your mind all the time. I was in a very good space a couple of days ago, but hey, like, we get through it, we get better, we do a bunch of other things, we persevere. We persevere through those problems, and we come out better, in the long run. Be lying if I said no, I felt no resentment whatsoever. Did I send the brother the gift nearly Wisecape? I don't think so. If it was in the last hour or so, I don't think I saw it. Because I don't check Discord. I'll check Discord, I don't check Discord until after I finish streaming for the most part. So I have not seen it. But I'm sure it was something nice, because last few days I might have missed it. I would have to check. I would have to check. There's a lot of messages that I see. Oh, also, Havoc, it was your, I haven't seen you in a little bit. I believe it was your wife's birthday on the 29th, so happy belated birthday to her. Hope that she, had a good time.
Okay, lots of cake.
Yeah, longest stream ever, nice. I'm trying to catch up on chat a little bit, but it's a little bit hard. But yeah, and Panda, I don't think you should have to worry too much about that. Like, I think that you are, I think you're doing a lot of these things for the right reason. I don't have a... you don't need to have those doubts in your head. I think that you're again, it's very much like Havoc. Havoc is very generous with his time and will you know, basically not ask for very much in return at all. Like, it's a very supportive community that we've built up here, and I've built that up because I've met people like Havoc and like you, Panda, and like several other people that I would mention as well if they were around. It's one of those things. Like, I wish that I could do what you were able to do, but I feel like I would probably go, I would lose my mind trying to catch up on all that, so I just try and support where best possible. And like, I do have people in my head that I know that I want to help get to affiliate because they're very close, so once we, you know, once I get there, like, I would love to you know, get them to them. Like, they are very, very close, but we'll help them out as best as we can, you know? I can only do so much as one individual, but as a smaller group of individuals, we can make a big difference, you know? Monster Sean himself has suffered greatly. Also, Panda, you were going to love this case. We kept talking about it in stream. About who done it. This time the Butler did it. Like, the Butler actually did it. I'm gonna snooze the ads for a little bit as well. Your favorite, like, the Butler did it. But yeah, I definitely think that you're doing it for the right reasons, Panda, and I think the best way for me to describe it is you are doing this for the right reasons, and people are paying you back in the money that you are earning from that. That's the best way I think I can look at that. Like, you are a genuinely good person, you're very helpful and very kind, and very generous with your time. And I think that's just the best way to look at it. You're doing everything for the right reasons, and in turn, because of those reasons, you are then paying yourself back to, you're then getting that paid back to you in kind, even if you don't necessarily, even though you don't necessarily want to, you know, take advantage fully on that. And like, I had a good talk with Johnny, and I've had talks with Havoc about all this before, but, you know, it's very much like, the monetary gain that we're all going to be making is very small, but in a very small group of individuals, we can make a big difference for just anybody who's willing to, like, my journey took 2 years to reach affiliate, and I've seen several people since I've become affiliate make it in less than, you know, a couple of weeks, and it feels very good to help people get there much faster than I can, because, you know, I would never want someone to have to wait 2 years and struggle the way that I did to get there. So that's where I'm trying to give back in that way. I don't think you've told me the true goal. I don't know if Johnny told me. You, so that you could carry out your revenge on him. Don't insult me. Supporting Master Sergeant's Rocket Aviation with my life's work. I don't know if you did. You might have, but I can't actually remember off the top of my head. It's my penance for not being able to save Selena. This is how I honor her. Through the devotion is both a fiancé and a surgeon. We want to get us so many people affiliated, Amazon sends us a cease and desist letter. I mean... In that case, the aim should be even higher than that. That, like, if we can get as many people to partner at some point as possible, that would make them even more want to send a cease and desist letter. I feel your devotion is both a fiancé and a surgeon. But the stats are so weird though, like, 15% of people reach affiliate. Like, 15% is still a low number in the grand scheme of the entirety of Twitch. Only 15% of people get there, and yet it feels like in the general, like, communities that we do share in, like, we've actually... I mean, that would be kind of interesting, though, that if the actual company took notice and wanted to help people capitalize on that, then they could always do that. Like, I don't think what we're doing is necessarily against the rules. It's essentially just networking, right? It's no different to... we're not really cheating the system. Like, we're... Plus, like, Jeffrey Bezos isn't going to be going bankrupt anytime soon. Thought of exacting revenge on Master Soren. Never thought of it, huh? Guess I should probably take that with a pound of salt. Right, would you like that statement about it? Ah, yes. All the statements get added. Just add them all. Yes, please, Your Honor. To find an opening somehow. Yeah, that is one thing, but again, like, look at how much, what was it, the divorce settlement with his wife. She got like 6% of the Amazon company itself, and it was worth like umpteen $1 billion, and it was only 6%, so it's like, he has like Elon Musk level of money, to where I don't even think it matters, like, if somebody, if everyone could become affiliated right now, and it probably wouldn't even matter, like, it wouldn't even be like a drop in the pond for him. Maybe partner would be, because again, you'd be getting like a whole bunch of other stuff, but like, if every user going got to affiliate, I think it wouldn't even make it that big of a difference. Yeah, I'm not gonna squash the dream, like, that would obviously be kind of funny if that actually happened then. That actually would be funny if it happened. No thoughts of vengeance towards Mr. Spriker whatsoever. I don't know, I just like to be logical. I'm sorry that I squashed the dream or tried to squash it, but I do get where you're coming from. Selena wouldn't have wanted that. Throw my life away, lived solely for the sake of the Spriker family. That's how I show my love to her. Alrighty then. Well, one thing's for sure. Well, I wouldn't say... I wouldn't say it's foolproof. I mean, Amazon did go through some really bad, like, workplace stuff during the pandemic, and, like, if they really wanted to, I'm sure they, you know, could make, like, way less money, and it could actually hurt them, but... it's like most of those things. Really? We had a Dratini earlier, didn't we? PS gets really emotional when it comes to Selena. I wonder how much, like... Oh. Because the thing with is Twitch itself is probably not... I wonder if Twitch would take notice. If you get what I mean, like, would Twitch actually take notice if they noticed, like, a bunch of people helping out a thing? I wonder if that would actually happen. Because obviously Twitch isn't as big as Amazon, but, like, if someone in Twitch, like, noticed, or the founder of Twitch or the owner of Twitch that wasn't, like, you know, because Twitch would obviously operate as its own company, right? That would be kind of funny if it was just like, hey, like, we noticed that this is a place where everyone's getting a... Not sure how he feels about Soren, but his love for Selena is pretty obvious.
Hold it!
Won't speak voluntarily. I guess I'll have to ask him something. Because when you do think about it, like, someone who reaches partner, they get access directly to, like, Twitch support. So if something does happen, they have direct contact with people in Twitch that can actually go ahead and make some changes. Because, someone that I watched, they were having a lot of harassment from people who were making multiple, accounts. They were making a lot of accounts and they were getting banned for stuff that they were saying, and they kept ban evading, and they had direct access to people in Twitch that could, like, deal with it and get it sorted out almost immediately. So it's like, hey, if a bunch of people made it to that point, then yeah. Which is what I asked. Well, I'll ask him about the actions of the day. Day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinates. Is that right? Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail of the event. Sir Edgeworth, I believe your investigation backs up my claim. I got statements that say groups of his subordinates work with him in rotation, so he was always with someone. As the prosecution just said, couldn't even get close to the lantern containing Bloomsbury by myself. Let alone kill him. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I've always I keep getting messages from channel proponents, art scamming, Bitcoin stuff. I'm getting so annoyed and sick of seeing it. I was talking to Panda about this a couple of days ago, about the movie The Beekeeper. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie Havoc, The Beekeeper, with Jason Statham in it, but, the first time I think I've seen a movie where, like, scammers that are trying to scam actually being, yeah, like, that just reminded, like, I'm not telling anybody to go Beekeeper on some people, but it was, like, just a great movie of showing, like, how predatory these scam artists are, and how they just don't care about anything. But I saw it for the first time, maybe a week or two ago, and I just loved it. I loved the movie. It was fantastic. You just didn't have a chance to get close to the victim alone, huh? I feel like I'm getting a little bit, like, it's fine to have the ones that come in for the view, but again, Seribot's been sniping out the Link ones. I've been trying to promote Seribot around other people that I know because, you know, it helps out everyone else if everyone shares the bad bots that keep coming. But the ones that come in and try to sell me stuff, it's like, I'll mess around with them for a bit and then just ban them at the end because, you know, it gives, it makes it seem like, you know, again, one, Panda is like an actual artist, so I don't want to, like, have people think that he's not legitimate, and also, like, it kind of just, like, shits on the hard work that actual artists and stuff, you know, do. It's all the same to me, you know. I'm kind of just over some of these things. Yeah. That's what I said. Panda is just really, really nice. And I've seen some of his art, and it actually, you know, I've seen his art, and I've seen him work on the art before, and it's like it actually looks really good, really professional, and roll. Well, so I didn't have an opportunity to murder clues, but press everything, I think, anyway. So we're always in someone's line of sight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very, it comes off very genuine and very, like, thing like, oh, yeah. The art streams do definitely have their own audience, though. Like, the idea of actually capturing, somebody make an emote is something that's actually, like, you know, I think that's really fun. So you, one, get the legitimacy, two, you actually get to talk with the artist, and, you know, like, if you have something that's like, oh, like, you can bounce ideas off of them. And, like, again, Panda is really good with conversation, I think. When it gets to my point, I might actually have to ask him to let me know when he's streaming, so that I can, just, actually see the art coming to life. Like, I might actually have to do that. Or at least get a link to, like, the stream or something to watch it, because I want to actually see... I actually want to see how it's done. Because one, I want to also learn to do my own work as well, but, I mean, Panda did offer me a free emote, so I will, take that up. I do have an idea for what the emote's going to be when it comes to that, but... I don't really want to spoil it. I kind of just I let Panda know. I let Panda know of an idea, but I don't want to spoil it. I think it will be a fun little thing to do. Plus, I want to try and learn to make emotes as well. It'll be a sub emote because it's animated, but again, I know the basics on how to make some stuff. I've done Flash, I've done Photoshop, I've done After Effects, I've done all those things. I know how to use them. It's just a matter of getting back into the swing of things, actually making them. Like, I haven't made any emotes yet, but I'm basically at the point now where it's like, I only have sub badges and emotes to do, and maybe some sound alerts for the things, but everything else is done. You know, channel point redeems are working, the community goals are working, so now, next game's already been determined for me. We're playing Dragon Quest XI for the first time once I finish this game. And then I've put up 3 community goals, and whichever one of those gets met first as the game will play, I'll refund the goals for the other 2. And then I'll set 3 new goals I'll set 3 more goals for those when we finish the next game. Unless someone, like, pays me, which, in that case, actually someone will, so someone actually did. Someone said, hey, I will pay you in gift subs if you play Dragon Quest XI, so I will, I've already got that sorted out, I will do so. But I like your emotes, I like them a lot. They feel very unique. I like the art style. The art style of them is different. During the reception, I was stationed by the sweetheart table to attend to the couple. When could I have possibly committed murder? Not buying it. Pierce is the true killer. And there must have been some time when he was out of everyone's sight. Yeah, but again, there's a big difference between committing money towards a channel and time, because I mean I'm the same. I don't really like contribute in that way, but I will gladly try and help out as best as I can. Well, as long as we have some kind of testimony from him, there has to be. Just have to compare his testimony against the evidence and find an inconsistency, right? Exactly. This is it. I have to do this right. Well, we've got all the proper testimony that we can now deal with. So, their argument here is that they were always in the company of someone, they didn't have an opportunity to kill them, but we have proof that they would. Yeah, see, welcome back from ads is mistimed, but it's because there's like 10 seconds to go, but it's kind of accurate now. And also, like, ads can be different in terms of the thing.
Objection!
Alright, I'm back from ads, I believe, now, according to my... I need to fix up the timing of the Nightbot. I tried to make it so it would tell me when someone, So I just realized Nightbot's, like, spamming, like, the entire thing, but... I need to do a thing where it times it better. So, okay, testifies he was always with... Well, the reason I got so far ahead is because yesterday PSN was down, so I couldn't stream. And the day before that, I stayed up like the entire night working on channel points and automated bots and everything else. Like, I feel like I only have a couple of things, little things left. Just sub-badges, emotes, and just maybe some sound alerts for when channel points are redeemed. Everything else I think I've sorted out, I'm happy with. The only other thing I want to do is like the Jackbox specific things, which I'll work out as we go. It's just a matter of making sure my setup on the other screen is better, making sure that the voice channel stuff works, if I'm going to do that. But it does take a lot of time, that's the one thing as well. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm happy to take time with stuff, but I'm happy that like I can start a new game in the next stream. The community goals are set so people can spend their channel points for either of those, and most of the channel point stuff already works, so I'm happy with that. And also my alerts work for the important things like bits, subscriptions, follows, raids, etc., etc. All those are working again. But I will say the first couple of Jackbox streams might be a little bit clunky, but that's just because I'm also like completely new to this sort of thing, and also like yeah. Like I have an idea, right? You haven't. I talked about this in last stream. So I have this Pokemon layout, right? And I was thinking, well, Jackbox has 6 players. Well, 8 players. Myself and my sister are 2. And I have this Pokemon layout, right? And this Pokemon layout, I can fit in these little mini squares here, like at the bottom where my game would be. I can fit in profile pictures of the Twitch channels of people that are playing. And that can be a free shout-out, essentially, to be like, oh, if you want to check out the people that are in my stream, or you really like what they're, you like their banter, you like their thing, go and check them out, you know? Like, go and check out their streams. Like, I ran this by Panda, yesterday, I think it was, or the last stream. And, I have a good idea, but it's just one of those things. I have not played Cards Against Humanity, but I know of it. I mean, we can do... When I say Jackbox, I mean, like, we can do Jackbox, but if we wanted to do a game of Cards Against Humanity, if we wanted to do a game of, something else that multiple people can play, it's basically just, like, I figured... Start with Jackbox because I already have most of the games, and it's something that everyone can play for free. And it's the one thing I know that I can do without having to look into it too much. But, like, that also opens up a lot of other things. I can do, we can do, you know, other card games, we can do other party games, we can try board games, we can try, you know, other stuff. Like, it just has to be a day of the week. It just has to be the same day of the week and things. So it's like, the only reason I said Jackbox at the start was because I have most of the games and I know how fun Jackbox is with multiple people. So I figured, start with Jackbox, get used to that, and then figure out like, hey, if we want to do something else, we have that option. That's why I have a community, like, in suggestions and stuff, to be like, hey, like, you know, what do people want to see me do? That's why I'm trying to be a little bit more inclusive with my chat, because most of the time I'm usually just picking in and everyone else is going thing. Now I'm at the mercy of my viewers now. When it comes to games, you pick the game that I play next. People can, you know, pick what else they want to do. I want to be more inclusive with the community. I want to help out a lot more people that might not be as thing as I am, so it's fun. That's the fun part of Twitch now for me. The grind is over. Don't need to worry about average views. About a moment allowed to commit the crime. That's just what makes it really fun. Yes, the police investigation backside statement up, doesn't it? There was an opportunity, in fact, one and only one. moment when Mr. Cody could have killed Mr. Gloom without anyone noticing. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's like I'm trying to get Jackbox in a rotation as a community thing. That way I'm at least keeping to a schedule for at least one day of the week. And then once I get back to speedruns, I might also do... Well, in that case, speedrunning's different because I will base that around another schedule. Mostly I'm playing games normally, but the speedrun stuff I usually do when I have access to the other computer, because or the other screen, because my sister works on a lot of artwork and stuff on the tablet, so I will. It's just like one of those things where it's like I don't have a set sort of thing. Just my time zone is really bad for a lot of people. That's what I'm noticing. It's just very bad, unfortunately. So I figured, why not just do a weekend? Like, I guess I could reverse my time zone, but that means I'm playing at night and everyone else is playing during the day. But then that's gonna open up a whole lot of other issues. I'd have to like, I'll just have to gauge it and see. I think I've gotten to a point now where my audience knows when I stream, so for the most part, I'm pretty consistent with the timing. It just depends on, it varies. I can't stick to a schedule too hard. Shown here in this photograph. All those people watching could have possibly committed murder. So that's why I figured let's just do one thing a week for Jackbox. One thing a week for Jackbox, one thing a week for Jackbox, play games like I normally would, reaction videos will be random because that's just when it happens, and speedrun stuff will be on days where I have access to, being able, and also Switch games as well. Oh, you mean, what's their name again? Do you mean Sorta? Is her name Sorta? No, what's her name again? Sorta's left. You mean her? Yeah, Sorta, yeah. Sorta was, yeah. She might be, they might be, so Australia's split into 3 time zones, okay? I'm on the right side of Australia. So, right side of Australia is the furthest ahead. Then you've got the middle portion of Australia, which is about an hour to an hour and a half behind us. And then you've got the Western Australia, which is basically a third of the country. They're 3 hours behind me. So, Australia has 3 different time zones. So the time for me right now is 2:10 p.m. So 2:10 in the afternoon. Do not believe him, Your Honor. This lawyer is a malignant tumor. He wants to infect this judicial body with your virulent accusations. Mr. McCody, I would ask that you keep quiet at this time. You need to evaluate the defense's claim. Your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion your way. Yes, pretty much. Like, again, it's very similar to the US. Very similar to the US, where there's like, is there about, how many different time zones do you all have in the US? There's at least, there has to be at least 4. I was gonna say, at least 4 to 6, but Australia, we have 3 set time zones. The 3 set ones. And their differences are like 3 hours, or an hour and a half in between each, I guess. It's all good. I'm more than willing to help out someone who needs that assistance to get them a little bit further in their Twitch goal. I do enjoy raiding quite a bit, meeting new people. Also, I enjoy rating and introducing other potential streamers and helpers to new streamers that they might also want to. I mean, I don't worry about it too much as long as you're not like under as long as you're not under the age of the Twitch terms of service. That's I don't really like mind. Just like make sure everyone's wary about all that stuff. Well, yeah, in that case, I can understand maybe because your humor's a little bit like more adult orientated, but like for me, I try to basically just keep it. I'm already pretty. You know how most people have IRL no cursing channel point redeems? I don't curse at all, so if anything, it's like I can't even put that in my stream because I don't really curse. I'll swear at all in my yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's for me as well. Like it's for me as well. I just try to be respectful to people no matter what they, you know, if you're a good person, I don't care how old someone is. If you're a good person, you deserve my my assistance. It's not really an age thing for me, but be warned, this better not be one of your offhanded claims. Well, you've also got to remember that there are a lot of people, like, kids are growing up much faster now. So, people who are younger, in some ways, are actually, like, very knowledgeable for their age compared to how it might have been in the past. They're a lot more knowledgeable. You told you, Mr. Edgeworth. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please point out for us the one thing that made the moment of the murder possible. That one moment when it was possible for Mr. Nakota to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. One thing that made that single moment possible is this. Oh, we actually got a thing in the photo. I guess the only thing that would make sense would be the fog. Because if there was enough fog in the area, you wouldn't be able to be seen, right? So that's the only thing I can think of. But that's the thing. It's like you've you know, basically you've hung out with their mother a lot, and now you're basically hanging out with them as well. So you bounce to both of them, and then you've got yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's a lot of trust there as well. Plus, the online environment can be very rough on a teenager. Very, very rough, especially in this this climate with all sorts of things. There's just so many things to be. Yeah, that as well. Like definitely, absolutely. There's too much hate in the world for people. Like if everyone was just nicer. Everything would just go. I don't know where the fog machine is. I'm just going to put it here.
Take that!
If this is correct. There's just way too much hate in the world. One thing that made the moment of the murder possible is this thick mood fog that engulfed the entire reception hall. Plus, like, I guess it's a way of educating people as well. Even in general for Twitch stuff, like, you're not going to know that someone's trying to deceive you with artwork, or someone's trying to promise you more follows, or something like that. Like, some people just don't... They don't understand that they're scamming people, and it's like, it's just important to point that out and say, hey, like, you know, if you see these bots or you see these things, like, just ignore them. Don't give them your details and stuff. They will, like, I told Panda about one of them. And, one of them actually said, like, I want you to let your family and friends know so they can help you out with the payment as much as possible. And it's like, that is, yeah. It's, it was very bad. Like, this wasn't even just like, I want your money. This was like, I want your family and friends to help pay for the thing as well, so I can get their information too. Like, it was bad. Under the cover of this fog, it was just very, very bad. This is how they get people. This is how they get them. Mr. Cody made the victim. Cody was standing right next to the lantern that Mr. Bloomsbury was in. This was the only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen. But again, I feel like I'm very lenient. I'll give people a chance, but I kind of can pick out almost immediately who aren't the greatest of people. But you know, I'm not trying. I try not to judge immediately, but I mean, that other time Panda recognized an actual name from there, and it's like, okay, if Panda's recognizing a name of something before, there's a chance that this person thinks, sure enough, he was right, so.
Objection!
Well, that's the thing, I try to be very mindful about that as well. Like, I mess around with them because most of the people that are watching me already kind of know about this, and we just mess around with them in the first place. But at the same time, it's like I do kind of take it seriously too. It's just like I always look at it like this. I would rather mess around with the bot and waste their time than have them leave the stream and then try and scam somebody else. It's like I can just waste their time for a little bit and then before they have to go permanently. And I haven't had to deal with anybody coming in and I haven't had any point in time where I've had to actually ban someone for anything that they've said or anything that they're saying to my viewers or any kind of like hate speech or anything like that. I've never had to deal with that. I'm not saying it won't happen at some point, it's bound to happen, but I definitely do agree that like if a lot of people are just starting out streaming and they're like under the age of 18, it's very important to let people know like you're doing a good job, we're here to support you. These are the things you got to look out for. These are some things that can help you out a little bit. Don't make the same mistakes that some of us might have made in the past, and just have fun. Just have fun streaming. So, except there was a moment when the witness was obscured from others by fog. I think that's just an in general sense of understanding. There's not a lot of internet etiquette, I guess, around. Not a lot of internet etiquette going around the thing. People just pop in and like I understand people wanting to have free speech, but at the same time, I don't think people using Twitter want to be waking up in the morning seeing videos of people being killed. I don't think that's there's a big difference between free speech and straight up like crimes that are being committed that are being viewed by people that shouldn't, you know, we shouldn't be looking at those. But you know, people are like angry that free speech is going away. It's like it's that's not free speech. That's just advertisement for violence and the things that we shouldn't be doing. But no. It's one of those things where it's like people are misinformed because they listen to someone who has money. To kill the victim at the very moment. Also consider that like when people say free speech, every country is different. And there's no country that governs the internet, so basically people will look at it and think, oh, well, the internet's not governed by any property of things, so anything goes kind of thing. Well, yes and no, but if you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here. Like, technically, if you look at it like this, I have to abide by some rules set by Twitch to avoid certain things from happening. However, outside of that, like, technically it's my stream, my rules, so I can make up any rule that I want as long as it's not breaking Twitch terms of service. And it's my stream. I can determine that it's... If I said to someone, I'm banning the word "and" in my stream, I'm free to do that and no one can stop me, because there's nothing that says that I can't. Like, technically this space, like this streaming space, as long as I'm conforming within the terms of service, is my rules. I can make up any wacky rule and say no one's allowed to say "and" for the next 30 minutes, and you have to abide by that. Or you can not abide by that and defy me, because I'm not your overlord, so... but that's why I look at it as well. It's like... Yeah, it's basically a limited public forum. Where I'm allowed to set some precedents, and there's some things that I'm not allowed to say, and some things that I have to allow not being allowed to be said, but for the most part, I can, you know, it's mostly just, up to what I want to determine. So caught up in finding a foothold that I forgot that far ahead. Yeah, pretty much Twitch being the host of my thing is, that's why I said, like, obeying the terms of service. But for the most part, it's mostly, like... Most of the time, it's just, in general, like, hey, like, I can do this sort of thing. I can do X thing. As long as I'm, following some rules, and then obviously, like, again, talking about, like, this being my own, like, specific country, it's like I can also appoint several, like, you know, leaders of that community that represent me on a level, like, aka being the mods, being, like, other, you know, regular viewers and stuff like that. So obviously that's how it kind of just works like your own country. I'm the head of the country of my Twitch stream, and I appoint several people to basically make sure that, like, hey, this is being governed the way that I need it to be governed, under the Twitch terms of service, and also under what my personal, like, belief system is, according to what I would like on my streams. That's what I like about it as well. It gives me some power, but not, like, too much power to where I, you know, become like Gollum. Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception? His claim is dead on arrival. Victory is within my ill grasp, prosecutor. I mean, you can give an example if you like. I don't mind. I just like talking about it in general because it's, some things are just a little bit different. Just as long as it doesn't obviously break any rules, I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's like, I haven't ever been threatened on the internet, on Twitch at least. But obviously I have to take that very seriously. That's why I also tell people do not joke about your age on Twitch. Do not advertise that you are underage on Twitch. They will seek out and try to ban those accounts because, you know, it does happen, like they will actually actively, like, I've seen accounts that have advertised that, you know, obviously there's a big joke that people say that they're 12, right? Well, that's, if you've written that in a bio or you've written anything, they don't care if you're, like, 50 years old, they're gonna ban that account. Like, it's not anything to joke about. Your Honor, this trial is over. Oh, Mr. McCauley, that is for me to... Okay, I'm going to give you an Australian example, right? Okay, so they've put a ban on... they're putting a social media ban on platforms. They're putting a social media ban on stuff in Australia, right? And their idea is, oh, we're going to do something with photo technology that the AI can pick up. And I'm thinking, okay, there are how many apps that are available right now that can age and de-age somebody and make them look older or younger than what they actually are. And also, there are people in the world that look older or younger depending on how old they are, and it's like, I don't understand. Like, you're gonna do this, but there's all these applications that allow you to manipulate your face, and there's also people that look a lot younger than what they actually are. Like, the rule is supposed to be if you're under the age of 25, or you look like you're under the age of 25, they have the right to ask you for your ID because, you know, if you're going to a club, if you're going to buy alcohol, they don't want you to sell underage, someone who's underage alcohol or a video game or something like that. But, yeah, like, talk about all this IDing and all this stuff, and it's like, it doesn't matter because I can make myself look older or younger with apps, and you wouldn't know the difference because I've got to provide a photo, and I can just easily do that on with AI. So what? Can you prove it? Can you prove that the murder was committed during the wedding or something? Why is there no verdict yet? The lawyer's obviously out of answers. The prosecutor, the judge, they're all infected. Their malignant stupidity is so advanced that even the best surgeons can save them. In fact, not even a brain transplant could cure them. This court is infected with idiocy. It's a pandemic.
Objection!
Mr. Nakoti, that's enough already. So it's gonna be like ads in 10 seconds. I will apologize for that. About a minute and a half of ads. Finally ready to give up, are you? No, just the opposite, actually. I mean, I do think that they do want to eventually ID every citizen as well, but there's also a really big problem with that too, being children, being underage, so they're kind of just breaking their own rules at that point. Then again, that's basically the, that's essentially the way that it is, I guess. I don't know. I could go on and on about, like, internet security and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I've studied it myself. Like, general tip and information that you should know, never do banking information in, you know, banking stuff in, like, an airport, for example, because public Wi-Fi is a thing, and you just never know who is on a laptop in the airport just fishing for information. Also ads, I should say. Can you really, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. To be honest, I don't know exactly how I'll do it just yet. But if I want to get to the truth Edgeworth was talking about, I'll just have to find that way. Very well, Mr. Wright, let's have your proof. This foolishness, you're just bluffing. Stop it from speaking, Your Honor. I will do nothing of the sort. You are just a district court judge with the power of the Sprocket family I'll... Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Nakoti. This judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power. Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth. Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you've learned so far. You can do this. Find the definitive evidence that will lead us to the truth. Think, Phoenix. How can I prove the murder took place during the wedding reception? If he has committed the murder during the reception, then he had to have used his shoulder mech fixer-upper, the murder weapon, or the reception I mean, it would have to have been the murder weapon. Had to have been the murder weapon. Also, welcome back from ads. Welcome back from ads. We're just talking about... We're about to get to the revisualization section, so we're nearly actually done. Alright. Closing on the end of the case here, so we're definitely going to finish the game today. Absolutely going to finish the game today. Use the murder weapon. Yeah, I kind of get the identification thing, but a lot of the things is more so just like making sure that they don't commit something illegal, so like buying cigarettes or underage alcohol, like Like, look at this stuff going on with Mr. Beast and that at the moment now, like, it's coming out at this point. You have ad blockers, but if you switch on Twitch, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, I don't have ad blockers at all. I don't mind sitting through ads, but I also like, it gives me a little bit of a break, and also, you know, I like supporting other streamers, so, you know, I'm definitely an ad watcher. I'm definitely an ad watcher. I prefer, I don't really mind watching ads, to be honest. I want to support people as best as I can, so I will gladly, like, sit through ads. It's not a big deal for me. I know maybe for some people it might be a little bit of a deal breaker, but I mean I need to. I'm not gonna be someone that puts ads on every 8 minutes. That's just way too much. I've just left it as the recommended thing. Helps me out a little bit. It doesn't make me too much money. It's like $1 each stream, but it was used to strike the victim twice. According to John's report, the victim was hit by the same object 8 times. Oh, those ones? Yeah, I just, if I'm looking for an article, I see that, I just back out of the site immediately and find a new one. I'm not gonna pay money to watch, to read an article that I can read somewhere else. Like, I don't do that. I mean, there is so, not many people probably know this, but, you know, Twitch Turbo, obviously if you purchase Twitch Turbo, it removes the ads off of every stream that you ever watch, and actually, the ad revenue increases because, AdBlock will pay me, I get paid more for the ads that you don't see, which is, fun. So, obviously if you want to avoid ads, you can get AdBlock if you wish. You know, if you can sub to the channel, which is ad-free viewing, I made that so it's the case, or you can just get Twitch Turbo, which removes ads off of every single stream, and the ads that would normally play, I get paid a little bit extra for those. So you're actually kind of helping out yourself and helping out other channels, and me as well. So my streams will always be free, but you know, for the stuff that people can pay for, hey, there's options. There's options. It's by no means I'm not going to be a pay-to-win stream. And like the ad revenue I'm making anyway is just very low in the first place. It's not very much at all. So without a doubt, PS used to commit the murder. Weapon used to kill Gloomsbury was the Timekeeper, the Key of Love, or the Candelabra. I reckon it would have to have been the Timekeeper. Timekeeper was the murder weapon, right? He just struck the victim during that one single moment. He must have used the Timekeeper. I think it wasn't also used for something else during the reception. But when we're talking about ads in general, I have a hard time binge watching shows unless I've already seen them. I love watching shows. I love watching shows weekly. I don't need to watch them and binge the entire season in one day or one sitting. I prefer watching weekly, and I like having ad breaks because it allows me to grasp a hold of what's actually happening in the show. A good example of this is Breaking Bad. I'm not saying Breaking Bad is a bad show, I enjoyed it quite a lot. When you've got like 8 or 9 different plot points happening in a single episode and there's no ads happening in it, I can't do that. Like, I cannot do that. There's just too many things going on, I'm thinking too much, and I need the break. I need to process this information. I can't do it like that. Same thing for games. I don't need a game that has a loading screen that lasts 5 seconds, and then I can't take in what I've just experienced and go right to the next thing. I need time to process that information. I don't know if that's just an autism thing or just a me thing, but I need that time to process the information to understand what's going on. I can't just jump from like, this is loading, you know, a 2-second loading screen where something big has just happened. I need that time to digest. During the reception, the timekeeper was also used for Cutting the Time Machine. It was used for the first startup of Love. But it's just one of those things. Like, I'm not against binge watching. I know why it's popular, but at the same time, I think it's ruined a lot of shows. And also, when people binge watch stuff, spoilers galore happens much sooner because everyone thinks that everyone's watching at the same time, and you're basically at a point where it's like you have to either binge watch a new show, or you have to risk, you have to avoid the internet like the plague to avoid being spoiled. Even if I'm not looking up something, I'll get spoilers for it. Like God of War Ragnarok, for example, I wasn't looking up anything for, in Spider-Man 2. I wasn't looking up anything for Spider-Man 2, the PS5 game, and you know, spoilers galore once the game came out, and it's like I got spoiled on so much stuff, which is why I just, you know, I'd rather just read the spoilers myself and then worry about it later. I know that's not what a lot of people like to do, but if I'm gonna get spoiled, I'm gonna do it on my own terms. Yeah, I'm fine with that sort of thing, but I'm sort of just turned off with spoilers in the first place. I either spoil it for myself or I don't really mind. I've been watching wrestling for so long that I just read the dirt sheets online a lot, and, you know, I like the idea of it, because to me, knowing what happens doesn't necessarily ruin it, because I like the idea of, like, what happens to lead up to that point. That's the thing that intrigues me. Someone could tell me this person dies, for example, but I don't know the circumstances about how that person died. I just know that that's going to eventually happen, but, you know, how am I supposed to know? I like that. Like, a good example, Persona 5 Royal is my favorite game of all time. I'm not going to talk about what actually happens, but I watched 2 playthroughs of the game and multiple other things before I played it myself, and the sequence of events that happens where they go through and explain how certain things happened, that was better than the reveal to me, because I loved how they figured it out and what they planned and what they did. That was what intrigued me the most about that particular point. Not that I knew what was going to happen, but how they got to that point. And it was just really, really well done. Jackbox is legit hilarious. I hope that you have as much fun playing Jackbox as you do in coming up streams. I have so much choice. We have, I believe, 1 through 9. We have 1 through 9 on the Switch. The games may crash, but it should be fun. It should be very, very fun. I'm looking forward to that. So that's right. The Timekeeper had been activated in the reception. Jackbox is indeed very, very fun, especially with banter going on. Oh, okay, nice. What is the book about, do you know? Don't spoil the... Can you just give me a... Like, don't obviously get into spoilers and thing, but are you allowed to discuss any details? Because what type of... What type of book is it? Because... it might... I mean, I like reading books. But, it could very well be something I'm interested in. It's supernatural revolving around vampires. Okay, so it's not, it's it's gonna be, regardless of whatever it's going to be a better love story than Twilight. We know that for sure. That's the one thing we knew, right? Ancient Vampire is not the Twilight crap today, yeah. So it's gonna basically just be a better version, better than... You've got to get a spot on the Jackbox game. Panda, I will say this right now, if you're in the streams... When I'm playing Jackbox, you're going to be one of the you will probably be a regular. If you're able to be there like every week when we do it, you will be one of the regulars if you would like to have that. Like, I am perfectly fine with having that. Because I mean, you're already in my streams a lot as it is, but like if you want to be there, like. Okay, that's the one thing I don't know yet. I'll be streaming it, so I'll be obviously my stream. I'll be streaming Jackbox, so that I have it on there. We can do Discord party chat. I guess that would work. I'm not sure how do you do I'm not sure how you would do it necessarily via streaming with everyone else, because I have the game, so I don't know how that would work. Like if you're saying that you want to stream it, I'm not sure how that works. Havoc might have a better idea how that's actually done correctly. Again, eventually I would... My idea of it is basically, I want to have everyone in voice call, probably via Discord. Oh, okay, if that's as simple as that, if it's as simple as just pulling the game up and then streaming the window, I can do that through Discord. We can do that through Discord, and then I'll be streaming anyway, so I'll probably do a thing where the voice audio from everyone talking will come through Discord, the gameplay audio will come through the stream, and, yeah. We can talk later about it as well, if that is important, but that is the... Yeah, so that means that, stream the gameplay on the stream, me talking would be through the microphone, everyone would be on voice chat on Discord, which would appear in the stream as well, and, yeah, I think that makes sense, but yeah, that's probably what will happen, like, even if we, like, at the moment it'll be me and my sister will be on, Panda and probably Havoc, that's at least 4. And then if anybody else comes in and wants to actually do it, like it's a regular thing, if Winky's available, if a few other people are available, I think Cloud was also mentioning something. There's probably a few people that are interested in doing some Jackbox. It's hard for me to determine the time just because of when I decide to start. That's just the one thing. Because, I guess it would be, well, if I wake up early enough, then I will basically just put out a message on the Discord and say, that's actually, you know, that's better. That's just better. If I get up early enough, I will post up a message on Discord, and, I'll just say, the time that we're going to start is going to be at X time. And then we go from there, because if I just start streaming at a random time, it's not going to make any sense. And at least if I say, here's the time it will start, it's at least consistent for everybody. And then if you can't attend, then that's fine, because it's bouncing off the thing. Yeah, that's fine. I understand that completely. I understand. That's why I said it's like you don't have to, if you're not able to, attend, then that's fine. But, I mean, you need only 8 people to start an actual, like, well, you can do it with less, but, like, you only need 8 people. And obviously the first couple will be kind of rough, but, yeah, you know what? I think I have an idea. So obviously I have to allow for time for myself and my sister to be ready for the stream.
What's the server name called?
We can sort it out later.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all good, Panda. Take your time. What would, okay. It's almost, 3 p.m. for me right now. What is the time for everybody else? Like, what's the time for you? What's the time for Panda and for you, Havoc? What time is it at the moment? Because I was thinking, like, allowing for time to be able to do stuff, get stuff ready, hoping that I'm up early enough and everything else is sorted out. Because it's 3 p.m. right now for me, or almost 3 p.m. What time? Okay, so 12. So midnight for Havoc, and I think Panda, it's like early morning. Okay. So that means it'll be 1 o'clock in 7 minutes, 13 minutes. So if I rewound the clock 3 hours and said 12 for me, that would mean it would be 10 p.m. for you, Havoc. Panda, what's the time for you right now? What is the time at the moment for you right now? Like the actual, like, because I was thinking about actual general time. Because the other stupid thing is that daylight savings is coming in very soon, I believe. So that's going to screw up a bunch of time for everybody else, and that screwed me up before as well. It's for the Jackbox thing. What's the time for you at the moment, Panda? Because I'm thinking about setting a time to commit myself to that specific time and just give us enough time to sort it out. So if I said 12 p.m. my time, that would mean for Havoc it would be like 10 p.m. their time, and then Panda it would be like early morning. Maybe it's like 1 in the morning for Panda. And you don't have to be around the entire stream, because I can just end the stream whenever we finish that day, or that night, I should say, and then it doesn't even have to. It doesn't have to be like an 8-hour long stream of us playing Jackbox. I think that could work.
I have a Discord question that maybe they might be able to answer.
What?
If I need to stream on my account on here, and I need to be in the call as well on my phone, and it's the same account, does that work?
Probably. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, I think that might be maybe I should just commit to myself and say, hey, we'll stream at if I start the stream at 12 p.m., that means for Havoc it'll be 10. For Panda it will be Panda time, so I'll probably like 1, and then everybody else I'm not really sure, because Havoc's US, Panda is UK, and Europe is probably already asleep anyway, and everyone else who comes in is probably just going to be popping in and out as it is in the first place. And we can figure out everything else from there, because there's like 3 different time zones right there. If I set that to be that I might be able to do that. Like, I'll have to organize it. So I'll probably put a message in the Discord, my Discord. I'll have my sister join the Discord. So that's at least 4 people, and then we can figure out the rest from there. And I'll commit to doing 12. Like, if I have to get up at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and just commit to, doing that, I will do so, because that means I can have everything set up ready to go, and we can just start right there and just wait for everyone to pop in. Because I think Panda streams as well, but I've noticed Panda ends his streams around 1 p.m. for me. Sometimes a little bit longer. So, yeah, I think that might be better. Like, if I just commit to because 12 p.m. for me is like midday, exactly midday, and then we can go for a couple of hours, or whenever we start running low on viewers. Like, it's just an in general fun thing to do. It doesn't have to be a serious, like, a long stream, and then At the end, I can raid out. We can raid out and pick, we can, raid out to someone. Because we have a lot of, you know, it can be a good way to just raid out to a non-affiliate or a, someone who needs some, you know, something. And we can help them out a little bit just for that stream, because we, you know, it's an important thing. So I think that's what I'll do. So Monday 12 PM for me, which would be, well, Monday 12 PM AST, which is whatever time it converts to for everyone else, which is 10 PM for Havoc, and then Panda time for Panda, and then everyone else we'll figure out. Oh, yeah. Let me just type this in. Panda set to AEST. So, what time is that? Or just convert your time to Havoc's time, I guess, as well, but I'm not sure if that's good for you or not. And it's only going to be 1 day a week. It's not going to be multiple streams of Jackbox a week. It'll be 1 day a week. So if you do have to commit to a schedule, then that's one thing. But I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to do further. I don't think I'll do further nights because I think that's a bit too demanding. I think 1 day a week is nice. Just get until we start establishing like a bigger player base. I think 1 time is enough. And also, like, again, it can only... No, I'm not about to raid. I'm just letting Panda know. I'll be when I finish the game, I will raid out. But I was talking in general. Like at the end of the Jackbox streams, we can send our, you know, because we're all pretty much already doing stuff in the first place. We can end up sending our raids to, you know, send our raid to someone. That would be nice. Like at the end of each Jackbox stream, we'll maybe we can find a non-affiliate and just send their the stream over to them, because you know, good branching opportunity, and we have a lot of friendly faces in the thing as well. So, but yeah, it's kind of just because I've been talking about this Jackbox thing for a little bit, but 4 players at the moment, about 3 AM, so that's reasonable. Okay, so all I have to do is get my body clock sorted out to be 12 PM, and then everyone else is sorted for that, so yeah, it's all good. I'm confusing everybody right now, but I guess I'll let people know about that. So I'll put a message or something in the Discord, letting everyone know what time it will be, and anyone else who's interested will just say, hey, this is the set time, it's happening this time each week, and we'll just go from there. The first couple of streams might be rough, but we will sort it out. Havoc's very handy with understanding the, you know, having done it before. You're playing Jackbox at the moment, so I'm. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. It could be rough, but I'm 4 out of 8 already is already pretty good. Like 4 out of 8 players. We don't even need to have an audience. We can just play. Thing. If anyone wants to join in, then they can hop in the voice chat on the Discord, and just go from there. Like, it's a really fun time. But we'll do a good variety of stuff on Jackbox. We'll do some drawing ones, we'll do some word ones, we'll do some trivia ones, because that way it gives everybody a chance to, you know, have some you know, like a good amount of variety. And I was thinking about, like, if we have enough regular people coming in each week, that we should, what I should do is, we should have a leaderboard. We should do, like, a little leaderboard thing to say, like, hey, like, you know, how many wins everybody has. I just thought Sunday was the easiest because I figured, well, it's a weekend. It's not a weekend for me, but it's a weekend for most everyone else, and yeah, just as long as it works within the parameters of what I'm doing and it's a consistent thing. So You play to lose. Effective the timekeeper again now and finding trace evidence of the murder. That would be conclusive proof that Gloomsbury was killed during the reception. You love being ghosts having. We'll do some. I think that's Trivia Murder Party, the Murder Hotel, right? Yeah, we'll do some Murder Hotel. We'll do Trivia Murder Party. We'll do some fibbage. We'll do some. Panda wants to do some drawing ones. I'm a shocking drawer, but hey, we'll give it a go. And I mean, my sister does art as well, so you know, I want to see what Panda's like. I want to see Panda. I want to see Panda paint the Mona Lisa on one of those drawing ones. We'll do a good variety: trivia, word play, you know, drawing stuff, just things like that. Really simple things, just to get everyone into the groove and not be too repetitive. I mean, it might only start with just us four, but I mean, it could grow from there once people see that we're playing as well, and we're getting some more people from the Discords and stuff like that. So we have a merry band, and plus if it's a set time that I know, like, hey, we can set this specifically to say, hey, we're starting at this point if you want to jump in and join. I have a lot of night owls. That watch my streams. What kind of a special ceremony? It's called the first startup of love. Apparently, the couple activated the timekeeper for the first time during it. So I'll update some of the Discord stuff. I'll update some of the. It should be easy, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should be easy. I think what I can do is I can start the stream, send the stream over to Discord, and then at that point everyone just joins the voice chat as Discord. And then at that point it's just, does that mean the timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment? And what would happen if we were to activate it? Why don't we see for ourselves? It'll give us a chance to examine it. And while we're at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence. What? Can't activate it. Mr. Dakota, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of court. By the way, Mr. Wright, this is supposed to be a time machine, right? We aren't going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we? I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honor. I'm still a little nervous nonetheless, but the truth must be known. Very well, go ahead and start up the time machine. The timekeeper, I should say. Did I have it? I think so, maybe. Bride and groom each had a symbol. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put together. So welcome back from ads. Although I think it's a little bit delayed. How romantic it was. Let's see. I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the timekeeper itself. The symbol of the bride's love will fit together with the timekeeper. I know, that has to be it. Mr. Wright, are you ready to activate the time machine now? Yes, Your Honor. Symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper is... Yeah, I think I'll just have to make it in general. 4 people already. I have some other people that I talk to that I might just let them know throughout the week. Hey, I'm doing Jackbox at this time, so just convert this to whatever time zone you are in, and then we'll go from there. Because you can still have a lot of fun with just the 4. And see if there's anyone else that might be interested in Discord stuff. Because I guess the big issue is that there are a lot of people that are streaming, but it's like, if they can take one day out of their week, that might be, one day might not be too bad. That's why I'm also thinking as well, it's like I'm kind of taking away from people streaming themselves. I don't want to really feel like I'm doing that, so that's another concern that I guess that I have. But I think it would just be nice to talk voice to voice, have some banter and fun, just playing a game that doesn't really matter. Compete with each other for leaderboards, see who wins, see how well we can go, and you know, right at the end of the stream, just you know, raid out to you know, because we'd have several people at that point that are in the stream. You know, just raid out to somebody that has a lot of, you know, doesn't have a lot of views or needs some affiliate boostage or thing, and because we have a giant network, we can just send the love their way.
Take that!
It's Wright's pendant. It's the symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper. And does this mean you can start it up with Miss Wright's pendant? I believe so, Your Honor. Well, please try it now, Mr. Wright. Okay, here I go. First, I have to figure out where the pendant goes. I guess we can examine. Outer casing is made of metal. I sure wouldn't want to get hit with something like this. Let's see what we can look at, shall we? Anything that we can, change? It's a propeller. It's designed to look like the hands of a clock. Don't think it has anything to do with that activating the timekeeper, though. At least it's in discussion. I have an idea. Plus, I have like a couple of days to sort it out. Or I can just work it out on the fly as well, just to make sure that it works. So, like, I can get the game to work. That I already know how to do. I can get like things on my stream to work. Discord call doesn't seem like it's too complicated to get to work, and then just like the audio, adding the audio in shouldn't be too difficult to work in either. I would have to. How does that work? Wouldn't there be dual audio from me talking? Because if I'm talking through my microphone, and then I'm talking through the Discord call, would that not come through twice? Or is that only if people are watching the stream, I guess? I'm still unsure. I think, because people would have to be watching the stream so they can see, like, what everyone's saying, so... Fits. This must be the right spot. Now I have to find a place to insert the key. On the middle of the pendant. Could this be it? There it is. Time is rewinding. There's your blood stain. Look, the timekeeper's been activated. Now all I have to do is find proof that the crime was committed during the reception. Spot, better try elsewhere. Right there. I think I found it. Conclusive evidence that the murder was committed during the wedding reception. Just as I suspected, there's evidence of the murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nakodi. The timekeeper was only activated and opened during the wedding reception, right? So that means this is conclusive proof that the crime was committed during the reception. after you killed the victim under the cover of fog. You closed the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't you? Obvious that it was in this state when it was using the victim. No, you're wrong. Ellen killed Bloomsbury. See, the Panda was right. The butler did it. The one case where the final case, the butler did it.
Objection!
Also, final case as well. We'll get the trophy and get our next platinum trophy. Give it up, Mr. Nakodi. How could the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder with everyone watching her? The family! Yes, all the family members conspired together to kill him.
Objection!
There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nakodi. During the reception, during that one dreamlike moment, only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, P.S. Nakodi. That's it. That's the last, that's it. We're done. Last evidence section. We've finished the video game, almost. Well, finished the case. This isn't over yet. I won't give up. Oh no, I cut the artery! This stupid thing! We must stop the bleeding now! Give it forceps! Forceps, I said! Hey, where is everyone? Fine, I'll manage this alone. I'll do it all by myself. I can fix anything, repair anything! So you have to get better, you have to live, you must! I would have been able to save her. If only I had listened to her. If only I had treated her first. If only that Soren hadn't been there. Selena! No! Yes, are you finally ready to tell us the truth? Just as the lawyer deduced. So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket. Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that, she said, "Please help Soren." Miss Sprocket's last words. So that's what she really meant by those words. I was able to grant her wish, but at the price of her life. So you got a job with Sprocket Aviation, waited for your chance to get revenge. You got close to Mr. Gloomsbury and hatched this plot, is that right? Gloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. So when I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait. He was your accomplice, someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him? Didn't expect Soren to strike Bloomsbury out on the Vista deck. I certainly never imagined he'd make his way there along the outside wall. Soren's love is the real deal, after all. My plan had been compromised, so for the time being, I hid his body in the lantern. And tried to think of my next move. And then Mr. Gloomsbury came to during the second wedding reception. As soon as I saw Gloomsbury, I instantly hit upon an idea. To pin the blame of Gloomsbury's murder on Ellen. Tried to wake up the couple by making the bride out to be a murderer. How despicable. Soren was getting the company in the wedding. Both teams that were supposed to be Selena's, he took every happiness from her. Who's the despicable one here? Do you think what you did would make her happy? I know it wouldn't. But I couldn't just stand by, watching Soren enjoy his happiness. I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had, and then take over Sprocket Aviation. I would take back from him all of the happiness that was rightfully Selena's. Time stopped for me the day I lost her. Just like this pocket watch of hers. P.S. Miss Wyatt? I believe Selena would have said, leave this ill will behind. Your time is yours to live. It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again. It can't be. Oh, it's moving again. And there it goes. I see now, Selena. What I did was wrong. I see no further need to continue this trial. Bailiff, please take Mr. Nicody away. Here's Nicody, another inconsolable time traveler, who lived in time that stood still. This is actually going to be a shorter stream than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be about 4 hours, but, Now then, I must surrender my verdict regarding the defendant. Your Honor, before you give your ruling, would you please allow me a moment? Very well. I have one last thing I need to say to you. Yes, Soren? I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened all because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call off our marriage. Of course not! I never once thought that! If you stay with me, you'll only face even more trying times in the future. What do you mean? The truth of this incident and the car accident before it. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer, and I take a lot of criticism. But I feel it can only really start once I get everything out in the open. After all that's happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but that's what a short round would say. Hang on a second, that's a reference to something. I know short round is from, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but is there, and you were saying that to, you used to say that to, what's his name as well? Wrong chat. I thought that you're in yeah. I know. I think I know whose stream you're. I think I know whose stream you're in right now, Havoc. It is indeed the wrong chat. Although I do like a short round reference. That is the. I think I know whose stream you're in at the moment. Maybe I'll just. You want a game of Jackbox? It's all good, Havoc, it's fine. Congratulations, Panda. You're not gonna have as much chance of winning Jackbox in our streams, I don't think. We have some heavy competition. We've got Havoc wants to lose, but you know, if he wins, that's gonna be something. It's gonna be very competitive. We expect to see the Sistine Chapel drawn compared to our plebeian like stick figures and stuff. Will you marry me? Yeah, you want a game of Jackbox? That's cool though. Getting into the spirit of competition, I see. We're all very competitive in this, and we're all gonna be very competitive in Jackbox. We all want to win. Just in the background, I can see my sister just like nodding in agreement, like it's very serious business for her to actually win something because I usually beat her and everything else. My Pokemon knowledge is like above and beyond anything that she could ever hope to dream.
I have to remind you to keep using Crucians in your game.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear any of that. silence. Your Honor, thank you for this time. Please continue with your ruling. We roll, but first I have one question. Did the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis? Also, Panda, I got a shiny, another shiny Pokemon in, Pokecatch a couple of days ago. I do, Your Honor. I do. Does the prosecution and the defense have any objections? Well done, Your Honor. No objections here. The defense has no objections either, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. That's it, right? This court finds the defendant, Ellen Sprocket. Last none guilty of the game, everyone. Not guilty. Case is closed. We've finished the case. We'll get the trophy when we have to save, but for the most part, like, last court case, everyone. Nothing else to, just a little bit of banter and maybe some things afterwards, and we're finished. Get our next platinum and we can move on. This court is adjourned. September 23rd, 11:36 AM, District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3. Alan Soren, congratulations! Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and I wouldn't. Well, we wouldn't. Now you can finally start your new life together, right? Oh, thank you! Mr. Wright will be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Should do us the honor of coming to it. I want you to witness our fresh start. Of course, wouldn't miss it for the world. Alan, this time it'll finally be happily ever after, right? Oh, yes. The two of you have persevered and overcome this trial together. Now, no matter what obstacles you come your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them. There's another thing I'm sure of, too. This person will always be watching over the two of you. It would have to be Selena's picture.
Take that!
Last presentation of evidence, everyone. Where anyone who wants to see the anyone who wants to see the platinum trophy pop for the game, it will be very soon because we only have to finish the case. Yes, I think you're right. We promise to live life to the fullest for Selena's sake too. Right, Soren. That's right. Well, we better be on our way. Yes, my love. Larry's gonna be bummed out, isn't he? Wow, the old threshold carry. Way to show off. We'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now. Also, Wild Wingull in chat, which just gives me nightmares back to when I played Final Fantasy X. With the damn bird minigame. Just reminds me of the stupid birds. Looking forward to that wedding. Hold on tight, Alan. Better believe I will. I'm not letting you go. Jetpacking off as well. What a way to end the game. Yeah, so anyone who wants to see the platinum trophy pop up on the screen, it'll be probably very soon. Once we get into the area where it lets me save the game, we'll have our platinum. There they go. Think you're going to that wedding by yourself, are you, boss? Taking us too, right? Oh boy, I bet there'll be all kinds of fancy food there. Athena, when did you get here? Just now. I would have been here to cheer you guys on earlier, but Tristan never gave me a chance to slip away. Going to be in even bigger trouble with her later. Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, really? We thought Alan was guilty all the way to the end. That may be true, but could even bother his claim is dead on arrival. Victory's within her grasp, prosecutor. Quiet witness. I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. You've come a long way, Edgeworth, from when we first met you. One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation. Edgeworth's definitely changed since we last, saw him and stuff. If he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably would have ended there. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth gave us that chance? Maybe. Though knowing him, I doubt he'd ever tell us, even if it was asked. Well, if that's how you feel about it, Nick, then why didn't you try to get him invited? Hey, Maya, you ever tried to catch this bouquet? What? No. I never have either. Fighting over a bouquet that's been tossed by the bride, talk about a fierce competition. I'm totally shocked. Or stoked. I'm not sure if it's really supposed to be all that competitive. I'm a pretty good jumper, so I think I've got a chance. She's definitely missing the point of the whole thing. Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long? Shut up. Wishing the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what a real man does. Pretty sure the relationship was over before it even began, Larry. Darn it all. If only I was 10 years younger, things would have gone different. Hands of time, why would you turn back for me? I think this is the end, everyone, so if you want to see the trophy pop for the platinum, it's going to have to be coming out very, very, very shortly. Because this will be the last time we play this game. And then obviously the next game's already been determined for us, being Dragon Quest. You can vote on the game after that in the community tab thing for the channel points, as well as a whole bunch of other things too, so... September 30th, 9:20 AM, Sprocket Park, Mooring Dock. Also, I can only pick 3, so that's why I've got those 3 in there, but again, it's going to last like 30 days or until one of the goals are met. Today's Alan and Soren's 3rd wedding ceremony and reception. I heard the bride and groom insisted it be on the Flying Chapel again. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya. Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and even Larry. They say 3rd time's the charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them this time around. Still, I get the feeling it's going to be one rowdy party. Alright, I think this is the end. Unless there's credits.
Ready when you are.
Nope, anime.
Okay.
Alright everyone, after the anime's over, I think that's the end of the video game, so I will be trying to get the, Wait, Paulo caught it? Larry caught it.
Hey! Look who's next! Huh?
Oh, they're all mad at him now. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Haven't you ever heard of ladies?
Athena, Emma, and Maya.
I'm truly blessed to have you.
Yeah, this is the end, so we're gonna get the, after this, we're gonna get the platinum, so anybody who wants to see the platinum trophy pop up on screen after this, journey of 3 games, it's gonna happen right now. There it is. Special bonus in the music and background section. There's our platinum trophy. Congratulations, everyone, we got our next platinum trophy. It's all finished. We're done. Finished the game. Game is over. Alright, let's go sync it up. We'll check out the bonus features, obviously, because I have plenty of time to check those out, and then we'll get out of here. Ad break's going to start in 3 minutes, so I may as well get it out of the way now. But yeah, we have the platinum. 3 games down, all the games finished, all the cases, everything collected, all the trophies done. That is our 155th platinum. And we're almost at level 497. So next game's already been determined for us. We're going to play some Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of the Elusive Age. You can vote on either the game after that being Ace of the Investigations Collection, Resident Evil Revelations 2, or Lara Croft Tomb Raider 1 for 3 Remastered, assuming that I get the game arriving in time by the time we finish those. Or you can bypass all of that and pick another game, potentially, that I might not already have, or that I have on the thing that you might want to see that I haven't played, and a thing by thing as well. So it's done. We finished the game. I guess overall I would say it was. I think it made it a bit too obvious who the culprit was because of everyone else's involvement, but that was a good ending. We got to see the wedding. We got to see Larry get chased away by all the girls. We got to see a few other things like that as well. I guess now the question is, do I think that this is better than the... I believe I would say that Dual Destinies is better than this game is. I don't think this DLC case was as strong as the DLC case for Thing, and also I think that there was a worse case potentially. There was 2 bad cases in both games, but I think the DLC case for this was not as good as the DLC. So that's where I would go over with that one. Also, we get some artwork as well. Unlocked a special bonus in the music and background section settings screen. Welcome back in, Serrata. We just finished the game. We just got the Platinum Trophy. So now we can look through some of the bonus features, and then we can finish up for finish up a bit earlier. We just got the Platinum. 155 Platinums down. And the next game, Johnny chose for us. It's going to be Dragon Quest. But all of my hard-earned channel points that you've all been earning across my streams since we've reached affiliate can be used to purchase the next potential game that we play. Either going to be back to Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, Resident Evil Revelations 2, or Tomb Raider, the 1 through 3 Remastered Collection of the Tomb Raider titles. Or people can bypass it if they did what Germany's going to do, but we're not up there at the moment, so we'll just see. But, yeah, finish the game. Game is over. So we'll go and have a look at some of the bonuses we can get. And then we'll wrap up things. Also, ads are about to start probably right about now, so... Alright, game is done, so let's have a look and see what bonuses we can check out. So we've got the museum. I mean, Orchestra Hall probably already is just, okay, Orchestra Hall just allows you to play a lot of the different songs. So we're not going to go through every single song, because I already went through that anyway. Art Library. Let's have a look at some of the art, shall we? So I always like looking through these. Plus, this is visual, so for each game we have key visual illustrations, character designs, in-game illustrations, backgrounds, and movies. So we'll see if there's any extra content that's along here. Let's have a look. Anything that I can see, you can like enlarge the images. So that's obviously the 2 Gavins. That was the opening link thing as well. I actually tells you what they are. Commission pieces for the guidebook. This is the game's menu illustration for the first episode, second episode, third episode, fourth episode. You got character design stuff. Obviously Apollo. So they had all the different suits of Apollo that you could pick from. Apollo had all different wacky hairstyles, like glasses on his head, beanies on, all sorts of stuff. All of Teresa's Teresa's outfits are pretty cool. Obviously, her as a kid. But I still think what they chose was the best one. There's obviously Mr. Hat's design as well. Phoenix and his beanie, because Christoph, I should say. They had a different look for Christoph when he was, like, younger. He looked a lot different there. What else have we got? That's more Christoph. Some of his hair, they're trying to go for, like, an Eisen look, I guess. There's Clavier, I should say. Let's see what some of the other... I think the design they picked for Clavier was fine because of the... This one in the bottom left here, bottom right here with the red symbol looks like something out of Persona. All different hairstyles for Clavier as well. Okay, we'll have a look through these, we'll see what else other special features there are, and then we'll get out of here because there's not anything really else to really talk about. Truce's Emma, I should say. Shardy Smith, which is obviously the Gramarye guy. So they changed that up quite a bit too. Olga Orly, obviously the two different things as well. At least we get to see full body images of them now, which is nice. Guy Aldoon. I wonder why they gave Palmer actors separate ones. And obviously the Kataki family. Oh, Lucky Kataki as well. Wesley Stickler, obviously, for, you know, the Panny Thief himself. Who, when I saw him, he looked like Tom Riddle a little bit. His face. Lamaroya, obviously, Phoenix's, not Phoenix's, Apollo's mother. I wonder if they're ever going to actually resolve this as well, because again, unfortunately we got no new Ace Attorney information at the Tokyo Game Show, so not getting any new games by the looks of it, unfortunately. Much Jabaya, obviously. A lot of these are only just basic character art concepts because of, them only being one-thing characters, but it's nice to always see, like, what, ends up being used. Gramarye's, obviously. So there's Shardy Smith again. And Winston Payne, obviously, for, you know, traditional, like... There's the judge as well. We get to see... The judge looks giant as well. Obviously, Gumshoe, returning characters. I guess these are just in-game ones, so I think these ones just appear. Oh, these are the ones that we saw in the thing, so we don't need to see these again. These ones we've already seen. They're the ones that you see in the actual titles that we've already seen those. Backgrounds, I'm guessing, are just for the. Yeah, we've already seen the backgrounds. And then movies. Anything new for movies? I want to see if there's any new movies that we unlocked. So we can watch those. Okay, no, episode 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay, nothing new for the movies. I'm guessing we're just stuck with whatever is, there. No, like, bonus movies. Check out just the visual illustrations of posters. Rough design sketches for the stuff, teaser illustrations. The actual was a Delcatty in chat for anyone who wants that. Visual book as well. Game magazine stuff. And obviously your story digest things, which are always nice. More character designs we can look at. Phoenix. They're not going to change up much with the. They're not going to change up much with the new characters because they're already like established, I guess. But it's nice to see some unused like assets and stuff for the characters. So that was an idea they had for a thing. I'm glad they didn't go for this. This looks like something out of like a Space Channel 5 or something like that. I'm glad they didn't go for this look. He had a lot of different. They went through. I guess she was a new character technically in this game, so that's probably why there was a lot of new concepts. So we won't see as many for her in the next game because she was introduced for this one. Pirate Athena, obviously, that's the thing as well. Apollo already. Not gonna change him up too much, apart from like the eye patch stuff. Trucy, of course. Pearl making her return to the series after a long time. There's Blackwood with the hawk. Interesting to see what some of the other looks like. I think the white and black look is what works. Chafing the katana, doing all the stuff with that, yeah. Look at what Blackwood would have been like in other situations. This character looks like this character wearing this looks like Persona, but he's like the Joker as well. Some of these ideas are very fun to see. Obviously, there's Fulbright. Okay, I don't know why. I look at these colored ones down in the bottom right. It reminds me of Gaston. It just looks like Gaston for some reason. Clavier obviously back. Edgeworth, after a long hiatus, is back. Gasp in Pain, obviously, the relation to Winston. Ted Tenate, obviously the guy who did the bombs. Why do they look like General Town? That's weird. Juniper Woods, obviously. There's the completed, like, dress where she was wearing for the third case. Well, they did a lot of different variations with this character. Some of these looked really good. Jinxie Tenma. I love that as well. It's like a trip down memory lane almost. Tenma as well with the there's our good old Joker character, Florent LaBelle. Glad they didn't go with the other options. The two different versions of Robin, obviously, the male and the female one. I was wondering what that actual thing on his arms was supposed to be, but I think it's because it was over his chest. It was supposed to stop him from having, like, showing that he was a girl, that he was a she. Obviously, Hugh O'Connor as well. And Miriam. Okay, we get to see what Miriam looks like without the box on her head. And the ideas behind all the animations. Aristotle. I'm glad they didn't go with some of these bigger nose designs and the more goofy ones. I think this one works fine. This is Solomon Starbuck. Some of these remind me of Kaito from they remind me of Kaito from Danganronpa V3. Love Kaito. Never be missed. Obviously there's Aura. The, obviously, Ponko and Klonko, the two robots. Aura the Whale, Sasha. I'm glad I didn't go with the other look for Deplume, but I'm guessing the reason... I think those were just for other options. Herman Crab as well with the... and Rifle and Sniper as well. Candace Arm and Metis as well. So a lot of these are very simple because they don't have any opinion. Oh, that's pretty cool. Promotional pixel art. I love this. I love this. This sort of stuff. These look really. Like, I have promotional art on my on the things, but like I love the 2D sprites. Those are really fun to look at. The stickers that you can have, little cheapy versions of everybody. Hang on one second. Got a raid. Cupid! Cupid, thank you very much for the raid. I'll give you a shout out real quick. Thank you so much for the raid. How is Persona 5 Royal? I hope you're loving it as much as I am. Thank you for the, let me read the message. Thank you so much. I'm just going over some of the artwork. We just finished the game today. We got the Platinum Trophy. Just going over some of the bonus, We object the Butler didn't do well. It turns out that the Butler did actually do it. No, we can't burn the evidence. The evidence is... No, the courtroom's already blown up once. We can't burn it. We can't burn down what's already been destroyed. No, we can't do that. It's always the Butler. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. We finished the video game. We got our 155th Platinum today. Next game's gonna be some Dragon Quest. I've never played Dragon Quest before, but we're gonna play Dragon Quest 11. Next game's Dragon Quest 11. You did a Natsu cosplay. Yeah, I like seeing your cosplays. They're very creative. Oh, I also saw the nice tattoo that you got too. I believe that was also from Fairy Tail too. we just finished the game. We're gonna play some Dragon Quest next stream probably. I guess I should mention everyone who's coming in from Cupid's Raid. I do a lot of Platinum playthroughs. I have 155 right now. Switch game stuff, speedruns, reaction videos, all sorts of that stuff. We recently reached affiliate about a week and a half ago. So I've started adding in channel point redeems for everyone. You can vote on the next game that we play after Dragon Quest. We have 3 choices. We have Ace Attorney Investigations Collection if you want to see me be a lawyer again. Resident Relations 2, and also the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered Trilogy, when I get that and that arrives. Working on some emotes, working on some sub-badges. All my alerts seem to be working, which is nice. But I'm just going over some cool artwork at the moment. Oh, it's Natsu's emblem, right. What are your impressions so far on Persona 5 Royal? Because, you know, the first palace can be kind of rough for beginning players, but obviously the villain is just really well done, but I've absolutely loved Persona 5 Royal is my favorite game for anyone who hasn't been in my streams. It's my favorite game of all time. Overtook Metal Gear Solid 4 for me, but yeah, we're just going over some of the artwork, you know. P5 Royal has taken over your top Persona slot. Nice. I've played Golden now. I've played both versions of Portable, played Reload. I still need to play the Aegis DLC. I'm looking forward to the Aegis DLC. I saw Lyodin in chat just a little bit earlier. I need to play, definitely need to go ahead and play that. You just romanced Kawakami. Ooh. Are you going for all the romances? Are you going for you know, all the social links? You're going to try and do like a full playthrough of everything? Try and get all those social link goodies and stuff? Yeah, I would say well, Reload is my second favorite. I think they get better with time. It's like 3, 4, and 5. Like I think they just get, yeah, trying to get everything. I would say Persona 5 Royal is more generous with its time than it is in normal vanilla 5. But it does keep you on your toes a little bit. I won't go into any spoilers, but P4G was your favorite? P4G is actually my least favorite. Well, no. If I had to rank them, it's like 5 Royal, 3 Reload, 4 Golden, then like normal P3 Portable and stuff. But like, it's kind of unfair to put Reload in that thing because it has the advantage of being out amongst all of them. I mean, P3 is kind of like the combination of all of them, right? You get the story of the 3rd game, you get the quality of life treatment from 5, and then you get the gameplay from 4. So it's kind of like you get the best of all 3 games. Which is why I'm so much excited about Metaphor ReFantasio coming out this month, in 9 days, I believe. Because the people who worked on 3, 4, and 5 all contributed to that game, so if you love Persona, Metaphor ReFantasio might be one to check out in 9 days' time. I'm obsessed with Persona as well. This year I've played Reload, Tactica, 2 playthroughs of Persona 3 Portable for the trophy, and Persona 4 Golden. Like, I'm obsessed with it as well. Hang on a second, Johnny's getting a raid as well. Let me just give you a shout out again real quick. Thank you, Johnny, for the raid as well. We just got a raid earlier from Cupid, and now we've got another raid from Thing. I'm going to be able to pass this raid on to somebody else, hopefully, very soon. You were playing Shadow of the Colossus. I hope that you were enjoying that. I love Shadow of the Colossus. One of my favorite games as well, Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2. Very, very fun game. Very much enjoying that. Yeah, your first Persona was this year, yeah. So my first Persona was 5, the vanilla version of 5, and then I just went from there. All the Persona, all the 5 spin-offs, all the 3 portable and thing, and then obviously 4 golden as well. How are you enjoying Shadow of the Colossus, Johnny? I hope that it's that you like it. You do need to run? Yeah, definitely get some sleep. Definitely get some sleep. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for stopping in and thing as well. So have a good sleep. Thank you for the raid once more. 5th time playing it. Yeah, I did the game about 4 times. 4 or 5 times for the platinum. I think I have the platinum. I can show off the platinum real quick. Thank you for stopping in. I need to stop into your streams a lot more sooner. Where is it as well? It's a great game. Thank you for the shout out to Johnny as well. Johnny is very helpful. The Discord obviously is the Discord that Johnny and Havoc have set up is a wonderful community. And they helped me get to my affiliate goal as well. Where is Shadow of the Colossus? It should be down here. I played it before I was streaming. Yeah, you've been busy. That's fine. Where is here it is. We got a Shadow of the Colossus Platinum. I love that game. It's just so much fun. It's a bit of a grind, but you know, the hard mode stuff is really fun. It's a shame I didn't get to play it on stream, but it's I would say if someone asked me and said to name top 10 games of all time, I would probably say Shadow of the Colossus is in that top 10. Or at least if it's not, it's in the, like, leftovers that would be, like, among that. It's all good, Havoc. You shouldn't need to feel like you have to apologize for that. Like, we all have to, we jump from streams all the time. I'm just going over some artwork because we just finished this game, so, the good thing is that I did get 2 raids, and I will be able to pass that raid on to somebody else, which I wanna be able to do that soon. Quite a big raid as well. Havoc, if you're still here. How much longer do you reckon Sword Has Left is gonna be streaming for? Assuming that I don't have anyone else that's online, because there are a couple of people that are very close to affiliate right now that I probably need to pass the raid on to them first. But if they're still online when I'm about to finish, maybe we should pass the raid on to them. Oh, she ended, but her mum is on? Is her mum affiliated already? Or is she still working towards that? Okay. Okay, so maybe when I finish... Assuming that I haven't got anyone else online that I might need to pass the raid on to, because there are some that are at 2.6, 2.8 average. Maybe we should pass the raid on to them, just to give them some, again, because I got 2 raids in a short amount of time, so, and I can't take advantage of that, but if I can pass that on to somebody else, have them take advantage of it, that might actually, like, we might do that. I'm not going to raid at the moment, but I'll see who's online. Let me see who's online right now, if there's anyone that's like... I might do that. Because at the moment... You know what? At the moment, I only have like 1 person live right now, and they're affiliated already, so... We should maybe, I might just do that. Now, well, I'm planning on finishing the stream very soon. Because, like, we've actually beaten the game today, so, I'm just going over some of the extra stuff, like the bonus features that we unlocked, just to see what, if there's anything, like, extra that I can, check out, but I will be ending early tonight for this stream. But yeah, I'm saying Metaphorical Fantasia earlier. I haven't played. The demo's available. I know it allows you to play the prologue. I don't know if I want to play the prologue though. I want to play the game on stream fresh, as if I've never played it before, and I don't know if I want to pass that. I don't know if I want to actually play that on stream. I could do it offline, but at the same time, I kind of want to experience the game as if I'm playing it for the first time, and not playing like a pro. Because again, I think a prologue is important for a game like of this size. If it's gonna indeed be the size of, I believe I heard the developers saying that the size of Metaphor Fantasia is gonna be the same size as Persona 5 Royal, which. My goodness, if it's gonna be that big, I will gladly sink in and waste my not waste my life, but like I will gladly sink in like over the over 100 standard Persona mark, if not higher than that, to play that. But I kind of want to play the game as if I've never played it, so I might not touch the demo. As much as I want to actually get my hands on it and play the game, I might just wait. Plus, Dragon Quest is going to be a long title. Dragon Quest 11 is going to be over 100 hours, I'm expecting. Let me get all the Rafer looks. Rafer looks older in this one. And we're not getting Persona 6 in such a long time. Not getting Persona 6 in a while. Big thing is Monster Hunter. Well, that means you're gonna be eating well very soon. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out in February. If you haven't checked that out already or seen the trailers for that, Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out very, very soon. You will, I'm sure you're very much looking forward to playing that if you have access to a PS5, I think. I think it's on PS5. I have too many games. I have too many games. Like, I have too many games. I don't even think I'll get through most of the stuff this year, let alone other things. There's just too much stuff. Yeah, I don't play Monster Hunter myself. I just, your son's an expert. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I like, I never got into Monster Hunter. I like hunting monsters, but not necessarily in, like, a Monster Hunter game. Like, Pokemon is basically like hunting. Fighting monsters in other RPGs is basically like hunting, so... But I never got into Monster Hunter. I'm not sure why. It's like they're all the same. I'll be your guide, obviously. Yes, Panda, there was 2 raids. We got 2 raids. Cupid gave me a raid, and Johnny also gave me a raid as well. Your son is 11 and got into a fight at school today over one punch, man. Did he? Okay, first of all, did he win the fight? And second, he did it with 1 punch. I hope that he did it. Was it with 1 punch? I hope that he won the fight. If that was a. Also, there's like an ad break coming in like 3 minutes, so just be forewarned about that. But yeah, Panda, we got not 1 but two generous raids. Ooh, we've got competition here. We've got competition here in terms of no one won it started off with 1 punch. Yeah. I mean, we all know that the best anime character is Cory in the House, so there shouldn't be any arguments about that. My favorite anime character is Goku from Naruto. Now we have choices to make. I can send my raid 2 ways. I can send my raid to Earthbender Charlie, who is doing some Monster Hunter, and send some of that towards thing, and I can also send it towards... I have choices to make. I've got choices to make. 2 people that aren't affiliated. Oh, I see. So it was one of those. It was one of those fights. Go, Charlie. I mean, I will. I mean, I can do that. My stream is going to be ending very shortly anyway, but it's like I might send them over. But I have two choices to make. Maybe it would be a good idea to send it that way. Yeah, because I probably won't be around all that long. Well, I will be, but I will be like a thing in the first place. But I might do that. You just got off a Jackbox. How did you go, Panda? Did you enjoy your Jackbox time? I hope that you had a fun time. I look forward to trying to. You can DM the other person for the other raids. They don't stream a lot. It's all good. I'm fine. Like at the moment, I only have one person that I'm following that's currently streaming. So if I can pass these double raids on to somebody else, I will do that because it's very rare that I get a double raid and that everyone's sticking around. Well, see, that's the thing. I think with me and you, Panda, is that we think on the same level of things. In some circumstances, we also have our differences, so I think that's going to work wonders. Okay, good. Okay, I will do that then, because consistency-wise, consistency, hard work, and things of everything. And if he's putting the time in, I should repay that time, help him repay that time, and get some views up for them, help them out. Introduce them to some other people, perhaps. Yeah, Monster Hunter is an RPG, so hey, we have that to look forward to. All the different we finished the game, Panda. We finished the game, by the way. The butler did indeed do it. You were correct. The one time that the butler did do it, the butler was the murderer. We got the game, finished the game, got the platinum trophy. We can move on to Dragon Quest next. Everyone can start voting on the next game after Dragon Quest with their channel points and stuff now. Yeah, the butler did indeed do it. The one time in the entire game, the butler did indeed commit the crime. So, you were correct in that regard. Going over some of the concept art plus ad break. We're not going to finish up that right now though. Just dismiss the ad break thing here so it'll thing. What else have we got here? Anything else? Well, these look like they don't really have a lot of concepts, to be honest. They just this is all the DLC cases. Some of these look a little bit different, but it's there's the judge, obviously. Some of these art things are really good. Patrol. Oh, the special episode and ending animation as well. Promotional pixel art as well. Oh, I love that the pixel art for the pixel art for Politician is an actual like and then you get the speakers from this is amazing. This game isn't pixelated, but like I'm assuming we're all back from ads now. I know I keep spamming out different objects. I think we're back from ads. This game is not in 2D sprites, but the fact that they actually made promotional pixel art for all of the characters is amazing. This looks so good. You get to see Peace, Love, and Understanding with the speakers rocking out. You get to see Politician getting carried in the palanquin, the coffin. You know, all this is going out of their way to make something that's really fun. This is really good. Alright. I think we've already gone through everything. And this is all the promotional art for... And that's a pretty cool, like, fighting game screen. Choose your prosecutor. Just have them fight against each other. couple of extra, like, signed photos and stuff. Anything else in here? What are these? Hang on 1 second. We have some extra videos. What are these? You know what? We'll watch the... What are these for? Have we seen these already? Oh, it's those. I've already seen these then. Yeah, I've already seen them. I thought for a second they were bonus videos. No, unfortunately not. Alright, anything else I can check out that's like... no, we've already got it. Okay, no, we've got everything else. This is the accolades. If no one's seen the accolades, this is basically all the trophies in the game. So we've got all the trophies now. So it's like I said, this game also is handy to let you check your progress. So... yeah. That's pretty much it. I've already talked about the game. I kind of want to make sure I pass this raid on before we lose too many people, and also, you know, show some support to someone who's putting in the work to stream consistently to, you know, reach that affiliate goal, or whatever their goal is, and also, like, enjoy some games, meet some new people, all that sort of stuff as well. And I'd like to pass that on to them too. Again, Platinum Trophy finished. Next game is Dragon Quest. We'll play that as soon as I can get everything ready for that. You can now use your channel points to choose between the next game. It's either going to be Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, Reservoir Revelations 2, or Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered, depending on if it arrives. And also, yeah, so what will happen is once the goal has been met, I'll refund all the remaining points. And then we'll have that, and then we'll make a new list of 3 games for when the next game starts. Just because at this period of time, I don't know how much time I'll have in the first place, so... again, Dragon Quest will be whenever it is, and then we'll figure it out from there. So that's all working, so, yeah, I think we should just, like... game's over, we finished the game. Let's just get everything over with, and... get going before it's too late. So thank you everybody for watching. With that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription, view on this video gets close to monetization. Helps with my content for you all, helps with content with all. It's also been easy to find. I upload all my past packs as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plats too, the YouTube channel. You can also find a list of all the games that we can play on here that I've played on stream, all in the organized playlists. I haven't checked to see if YouTube is back to normal with its links. It should be, hopefully. We'll see how it is. Also, all the upcoming games you have to buy, games with DLCs, games with other things too, as well. All there, all in the organized playlists for everyone to find when they wish to do so. I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before they are deleted, and I want that to be a safe place for everyone to find my content if you should do so. Working on more Platinum Pass of games, we have the Platinum Trophy for, as well as switching things up to games on the Switch. The follower and subscriber goals are on hold at the moment until I get all my other sub badges, emotes, channel points, sound alert stuff done and sorted out. They are coming at some point in time. But again, sometimes I have to go speedruns about halfway through. Live notes have to be updated on both ends, apart from the challenge goals, which are Pacifist and Genocide, Indo-Japan chapter, Pokemon Let's Go EV speedrun, or Octopath Traveler individual levels. I've done about 8 of those as well. Follow me on Twitch, or you can subscribe as well on Twitch. At 20 subscribers, I will play Super Mario RPG Remake speedrun. As I said before, we have working on some emotes, working on some sub badges. Most of the channel point stuff's done, apart from some redeems with sound. You can pick the next game after Dragon Quest, being Resident Evil Revelations 2, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, or Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered. Whichever one gets redeemed first, I will do that, and then I will refund the points for the other 2, and by that time, we will sort out all that as well. If I need help, feel free to DM. I can do that as well. Johnny has said that as well. I will consider it. I will. We probably will need some help with something, but I think I can figure it out for the time being. But channel points do work, so you can spend all your hard-earned channel points, or you can hoard them like me. You can make me wear a Pikachu onesie. You can make me dance on stream. You can have a bunch of sound alerts going. You can get your message highlighted. You can do a cameo of something. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. You can contribute your channel points to the next game. We need 100,000 to meet the goal. If we finish the game beforehand, it'll be whichever one has the most channel points. So spend them away. You can spend your platinum trophies as much as you want, or you can hoard them. I don't care. No one wants to redeem that 50,000 of me wearing the Pikachu onesie, right? Or make me dance in the Pikachu onesie. Nobody wants to see me dance. I have 2 left feet, and they especially do not want to see me dance in a Pikachu onesie. I hope nobody heard that. But yeah, that's all going. I think I'm almost settled into affiliate. Just those couple of extra things and things. Speaking of which, starting on Monday for me, Sunday for everybody else, I'm thinking 12 PM AEST, so if you need to convert the time that it would be to your time, I will probably post that somewhere. We will be doing weekly Jackbox streams, good community event, get to meet some new people, get to network, have some fun, meet some new friends that might play some games that you're interested in, do all sorts of things like that. I'm going to try and do that weekly, and then at the end of each stream, we'll probably raid out to, send the raid over to someone that, really needs the help, just to give them something to, get them involved in the community, help them out, do all that sort of stuff. We'll have some fun, we'll do some drawing games, we'll do some trivia stuff, we'll do some wordplay things as well. There might be some other games we'll consider as time goes on, maybe Cards Against Humanity, maybe some board game stuff if anyone's interested in those. I've not considered D&D just because I do not think that I would be able to run a D&D session correctly, but if that ever came to be where that was an option, we might be able to do that. We might be able to do some other things too. That's just a really big commitment. That's a really, really hard one to do. But we'll see how it goes. Don't expect the first couple of Jackbox streams to be great, but we do already have 4 people, and we only need 4 more. And then we have an audience, so we'll see how we go. If anyone's interested in that, they can always just hit up on the Discord and we'll figure it out. Probably be a lot of trial and error until we get it to properly work, but hey, this is why I do streaming, and this is why we have a very supportive community as well, so follow me on Twitter to be notified for when I go live. Wish I'm in Discord. I will send you an invite to my friend's Discord server close to the middle range. So, playing doctors and gamers to discuss that as well. I'm very active and just get a notification when we go over as well. Also, my friend Kat's stream Discord is also available too. We're trying to get as many community members in there as possible. All different streamers of all sorts. Good community, good, you can make some friends. Again, it's the same sort of thing that I'm trying to do with my streams as well. And just really good network, a really strong network. Also, if you want to know my stream overlay, who you will see in the Jackbox streams, or here I should say, you won't see her. You can find a link down below in the description for that as well. Made my stream overlay and probably does some other things as well. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to capitalize on these raids. We did get a couple of big raids. Let's send the raid over to, let me just bring them up. Let's see if there's any. I do take on raid requests, obviously, but in this case, I think we need to send it over to. Yeah, so they're not online at the moment, unfortunately. Havoc. What is the name of their channel? Can I get that in the description in the chat? Yeah, can you send me Charlie's can you just put it in the chat for me so I can type it in for the raid? Because I will send them over to them, because again, trying to get to affiliate, they're also playing Monster Hunter, I believe, and, we want to try and reward consistency as best as possible, and also just, branch out the community too. Let me just load the stream up, make sure that it's like working so I can actually hear the alert. Here we go, they are actually online. Okay. Hopefully this works. Let's just go and do that. They're trying to get to affiliate right now. They're currently on 5 viewers. We're going to up their view count even further. Why not? Show some support. Thank you everyone for the raids, the follows, all sorts of stuff. Thank you for the support. We're now going to pass our support on to Earthbender Charlie, who's playing some Monster Hunter at the moment. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all that you've done for the stream. And I will see you all in the next stream. And have a good day, night, wherever you are.